I'm all set. Hey,
And
guys,
we're live. And we got a raid!
Hey, welcome new people!
What's up, everyone? Rated up. Oh my god, great. All the pressure. Oh my
Lots of pressure.
And for anyone who is new, hi, welcome. We gotta do our little shtick. Welcome to Roll the Roleplay, the D&D show that has my players focus on, I don't know. What is it? The D&D show where I force my players just to roll with it. That's how it goes. I'm Dan, your DM. What is up, guys? Hey! Anyone else? Hi?
Hi.
No, we're not.
Hi, sorry.
No, I'm sorry. I'm
We're
so
all just so
flustered.
whack. I know, it's
We
great.
used to be lazy about it. No. I'm Cal. I play Oz, who is a doppelganger death cleric, and is a child of the Raven Queen. And we are level 7. Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
We'll check that.
lucky number 7. Good level.
Right?
Much fun.
So much fun.
Awesome, great. Hey, I love it. Yeah, Adventure Corp. What's up, guys? Valtranis, Adventure Corp, great, nice. Yeah, let's all introduce ourselves a little bit here. Let's just give everyone a recap. So we got Cal. Thank you, Cal, for joining. Who wants to go next?
No thanks.
My name's Dennis. I play the character Garrick. Okay.
Yeah, we got in the music. Yeah, thank you so much. That's why we do this. Thank you for lucky. We love you.
I'll go while Dennis is
Yes.
finishing that.
No worries.
So I'm Kimarie. I play Me Kill. I am a Kenku artificer, and I am a boy. I thought I was a girl for the longest time. Dan made all of our character sheets, so we discovered who we are now, but we are going through the Dungeon of the Mad Mage, and I also have rats as my companions, and they help me out. I have a lot of other weird things, so...
How many rats are you at right now, Kimarie? You haven't been wrong.
5 or 6?
Yeah, I think so, because a couple of them died.
Some of them died,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
unfortunately.
R.I.P.
Gender surprise. Yeah, Loki, okay.
Sounds good. All right, sounds good. All right, and thank you, Kimarie. Justin, what's up?
Doing stuff right now. Can you come back to me?
Sure, Dennis, you
Oh my
ready?
god.
Everyone is ready today.
All right. My name is Dennis. I play Garrick. I am a bugbear chef and also a barbarian. I like to smash things
Super loud.
super loud.
Very cool.
Oh, I have a half-orc girlfriend named
Yagra.
Yagra.
Not
Thank
fucking
you. I haven't seen her in a hot minute, so. Anyways,
Hopefully she's still alive.
now
course she
she's
is.
alive. I can feel it.
We left her with Oz's girlfriend, so yeah, it's fine.
Awesome. All right, did we get everyone? Justin, are you good?
Yeah, I
Or
was
did you come back
catching
to
up on the chat. I had to log into everything, so
It's okay.
I got booted out of D&D Beyond. I got booted out of Roll20. It was only a matter of
up on
time.
me too. I don't know what happened with that.
Well, no, I mean it just logs you out after a couple weeks. It didn't freeze up on me
Oh.
because I have good internet.
You want to go?
Yeah, I mean you can kill my character before we.
I'm not gonna do that.
That's fine.
Unless if you do it on your own, but that's okay. Go ahead, introduce yourself.
We don't believe in the S word here. I'm
Oh.
Justin. Yeah, do you get it now?
No, sure.
No? Okay.
Who are you?
Fine.
You're Justin? Go for it.
Yeah, that's it. I play myself in this game, basically. My character's name is Zymina, and I am a Circle of the Spore Druid. And I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything else that has happened, but a few of us in this campaign are of a non-normal alignment compared to other campaigns we've been in, so it's a first time for us.
Yeah,
That's a good description.
that's a very good
Very good
description.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for for people who are new watching, we did do a first campaign of Waterdeep Dragon Heist, where my lovely players went from level 1 to level 5, and they knew nothing about their characters. They didn't know their height, age, race, class. Like, I think the only thing I gave you was your name and your favorite type of drink and your occupation at the Yawning Portal. And the funny thing is that when I told all of them separately, and when we did the intro, everyone found out that they worked together. That was like the first big twist, because they had no idea they actually worked with each other and were coworkers, and that's how they knew. So it was really fun. And then as time went on, and if you guys want to check out those videos, feel free. I slowly revealed like their height, like how big they are, and then of course the big class, the race, their abilities, all of that stuff. I usually reveal the spells or abilities first before the class, so that they can kind of narrow it down what they think it was. But now everything's revealed. They have their character sheets now, because it's a lot of micromanaging on my end. And now they are down in the Undermountain for Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
So you admit it, you micromanage us.
Oh, back then, yes. But now you're your own person. You make your choices.
Sure.
All right.
Leading us along the dotted lines,
Yeah. Well, I guess let's just get into it, right? Let's roll into it. Let's roll into tonight's episode of Roll or... Warp?
Change it to roll with it. Roll.
No.
Roll with it.
All right.
That has
All right.
somebody else's, so don't do that.
Does it? Oh, well, too bad.
In our last episode, our players continued their adventure through level 3 of the Undermountain, the Sargoth level. Our group encountered Clayus, the Skull Cleaver, and a command unit of hobgoblins guarding the caves. He took our group to the Legion of Azrok, which is like a town of hobgoblins, bugbears, and goblins, ruled by Azrok and his wife Lorcana. Our group went through the town's formal registration process and then was escorted to meet with Azrok and Lorcana in Azrok's hold. Craig took the lead in communicating with the leader, providing a way around this level to infiltrate the Drow, which they are fighting at the moment. In the meantime, Zymina was keeping a sharp eye out for any hobgoblins, goblins, and or bugbears that were acting strangely, in particular searching for intellect devourers. Zymina did detect one bugbear acting strangely next to Azrok. Oz brought up the fact to Azrok that Xanathar may have been taking his men from him with the intellect devourers. Oz also mentioned that mind flayers are known to be creatures to implant these intellect devourers into unwilling creatures. Azrok then mentioned that they will have Ulquess, a mind flayer living in this town as an ambassador of Skullport, be an audience, being right in front of him. Ulquess denied allegations of any involvement with implanting intellect devourers into Azrok soldiers, but Krieg was able to successfully question Ulquess and insight that he was lying. Relaying the information to the group, Oz then mentioned that a Zone of Truth spell would be beneficial to be used on Ulquess. That was when Ulquess used a Mind Blast ability and panicked to hit up the majority of our group and almost kill Lorcana. Krieg was able to successfully kill Ulquess before he could even get away, and gain the trust of the Legion of Azrok. However, Ulquess's Mind Blast did hit Zymina while she was in her wild-shaped wolf form, and revealed that she was a drow herself, definitely raising flags within the Azrok's hold. And luckily our group, though, was able to calm the situation, and our group was welcomed into the town. So great job, guys. A bit later, Lorcana asked our group to retrieve Azrok's dagger of blind sight that was stolen from him. The dagger was a gift to his sorceress mother that granted him the ability to perceive his surroundings while being blind. She stated that thieves who stole the dagger are Durgar of a clan Iron Eye, and that they may be hiding in Skullport. She suggested checking out the black tankard, my god, and can speak with Drune Stonedark for more information. Our group built a good rapport with Lorcana and the Legion, and she took a tour around the whole town, which included a morgue, orphanage, cave, leading to the home of Prita Kripa. And our group had a very entertaining conversation with her, and she explained that she was an assistant. And a lot happened last week, guys. She explained that she was an assistant of Arcturia, one of Halister's apprentices, and that she did this to her. Prita then said that the experiments are down in level 14 of the Undermountain Arcturia Doom. And Arcturia uses the blood of a man named Alusar as the main material component in her horrid transformation rituals. So she requested our group to release Alusar to prevent this from happening in the future. Now, other areas of interest. You guys did find a gate possibly leading to another area, with a gold dragon wormling with its mouth opening, like wide. Possibly big enough to fit a gem, pearl, rock, etc. Under mountain information that you guys found, Arcteria Doom is level 14. Skullport has 3 stories or levels. The next level has a battle between a Kuatoa and an Aboleth. There are also caves and drow on this level. Preeta then lastly gave you 3 secrets, briefly going over what Skullport is. There's a Death Tyrant with an obstacle course and down, like, beneath levels, future levels, and then also a Madhouse with Shadow Dusks and Noble House, and about a new plane, of the Farm Realms, new portals of the Farm Realms. So, a lot of stuff happened. But now, the moment everyone has been waiting for, including the people that just joined probably, you guys are now going to be entering Skullport.
Ooh.
After
Yay.
much
Finally.
you are,
Yeah.
I know. So, Skullport, let me bring you to that map.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to be a little bit different than. Oh, that is the wrong one. There you go. It's going to be a little bit different than the other streams that we had, because I'm revealing everything right away. Because this is a big
Wow.
city, I'm going to provide you some visuals so that you can see. Tell me if you guys can see it.
Yes.
Wow.
So it's a very dark, multi-leveled, haphazard, kind of looks like a nice sophisticated wreckage that's turned into a small town. Here are some other pictures for you guys as well. Oh, that's really
that
small.
That is so
Tiny.
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 So tiny, and I'm not even a size queen.
Okay, the last one's big, but here's a better
Oh,
one.
wow. Titties.
Yep,
What?
good old titties. So
Oh. Oh, okay.
Did we put our
Found
mature
them.
warning up? Because that's a lot of
we
boob.
always do that, right? I hope
Mature
so.
content
Not for
warning.
kitties.
Yes.
Oh, I swore in a lot.
That's on permanently.
Yep, it's on
Yeah.
purpose.
I know, I'm just...
Exactly for that
Yeah.
reason.
So, sorry if you've joined us and you don't like titties. So,
And congratulations to those of you who have now seen them for the first time.
Hey, congrats. Happy to show you the way.
I mean, happy to show you the way.
anyways,
Yep. So
We have fun.
just a little bit of backstory here. So basically, yeah, this is pretty much again a change of pacing. It's a big town where you guys can explore. So right now, what I did is I gave question marks to certain areas of the map that you can explore as areas of interest. The X's are stairs that can take you to different levels.
All of us being serpent just based on the chat. That's funny.
What? Okay.
Fine.
Sorry, Dan. It's okay.
Oh, no
You
worries.
got it.
So, yeah, so you walk in and it is huge. You're looking at a ceiling of about 120 feet. It is dark, but now you have natural light now. I mean, you had it in the Goblin Camp, but in the caves you didn't have it before, but now you can actually have a wide open space. You're not confined to a dungeon. Keep in mind, you did hear of Skull Island, which is a fortress that overlooks the Sargoth River, and you were told it is dangerous. So that is something to keep in mind. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. As a DM, please don't have me kill you. So
So go into the fortress.
go for it. I mean, again, I don't micromanage.
kidding.
I just
Just kidding.
Mhm.
yeah. So guys, feel free to explore. Tell me where you guys would like to go. Move your characters. Zymina, I gave you Michael 4. Again, yeah. So yeah, you can raise mushroom zombies. That's part of your spores ability. So you have, I think it was a bugbear or something, if I remember. Oh, or Sargoth. I don't know.
I don't remember. I think it's actually
Yeah, it's a zombie of kind.
But I
Yeah,
don't
you
have
that there.
control over it, just FYI.
Oh, okay. Let me bring that back up here for you.
Thank you.
You are
See
so.
how you micromanage? I can't even control my own things.
I know it's so bad. Well, I'm still gonna have some control in case I need to move it. So
Mhm.
you're good now. Okay.
Thank you.
You are very, very welcome. So, guys, as you look around this area here, this big building, you see a sign that says Thaglar's Foundry.
What was that?
Thag.
Thag.
H, not an F.
Can we change it to cigarette lar, please, so that it's not as offensive?
Thaglar's Foundry.
Oh.
Thaglar.
Wow, it hasn't
you
even
see-
been 15 minutes and I feel attacked.
Great. So it's an ugly stone foundry that's 4 stories tall. You are more than welcome to go inside. Looks like you do see some kind of haphazard windows. Some are broken. You do see some Durgar in there as well.
I mean, do we see people on the streets, like, regularly walking around, or does it seem like everyone's kind of just confined to the buildings around here?
Pretty empty. It's a pretty empty area. Xanathar has control over this area, and the only way you guys were able to get through was the Hobgoblin camp.
Yeah.
So there's not a lot of foot traffic here, which I guess is kind of nice for you guys, so you don't have to worry about it. But yeah.
I'll go in. Thaglar's Foundry.
Okay, sounds good. So you get in, and you see this gentleman right here. Did I zoom in? This is what he looks like.
Ooh.
Heavy armor, not friendly face. He is short. He is grayish skin, scars going back down his eyes. You see him, and then there's 4 other Durgar that are there that are pretty much smithing. So they're making weapons, armor. He has a hammer, and he just finishing pounding a great sword, and looks at you. What is it?
Oh.
What do you
nothing.
want?
I was just looking around.
Okay. And then he just goes back. He's not social whatsoever. He didn't even mention his name. He's just making weapons. Don't cause any trouble.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Huh.
Okay. So you look around. It's basic weaponry for the player's handbook. So like if you need any type of like weapons, armor, and tools, you can definitely get that for the same price. And they're all just hammering away. They're just not interested in making conversation. They're pretty focused on their work.
Yep, I don't have any use for weaponry right now. I just wanted to go inside, so I'm like, So I'll just be like, okay, good day to you. Thanks so much.
No worries. He didn't even mention anything. I'm just gonna put some Durgar in here just for a little bit of do that. Boop, boop,
There we go.
boop. There you go. We'll put him in there. All right. Yeah. That was that. So unless if you guys want to do anything like that, yeah. So basically, if you want to replenish any armor, so like again, when you go back into the Undermountain, you can travel between levels. So if you are able to access Skullport again through the Hobgoblin camp to get weapons in case some of them got destroyed, you can come back here.
Yeah.
Cool.
And I'll let
Give it,
everybody
like, a
know,
resting point.
like, hey, this is a place we can get weapons or anything we need, and of that nature.
Yeah.
Cool.
We never rested, did we?
No, Mikhail and Zaymina, you no longer have your horses.
Yep. Right.
Because
No.
oh, by the way, all 4 of these people are the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, guys. Yeah.
Oh, spoilers.
I mean, at this point. So that was a big twist.
And we're
so
riding our horses.
Well, 2 of us are still.
2 of us are.
Yeah.
My horse died, but it comes back every long rest. So
Mhm. Yep. So it is up to you. You can continue searching around the town if you want a place to rest if you wish. Entirely up to you. But yeah, where would you guys like to go now?
Yeah, do we want to go this way or this way?
Greg, can I ride your horse with you?
Sure, jump
Okay.
on.
South or west?
South. Let's go south.
I mean, are there any signs anywhere, or is it all just decrepit, we have to wander kind of situation?
There's really no professional signage or anything. A lot of things are tagged, so like defaced. A lot of splintered wood. You don't know if it's from like cannons or just like blades cutting it. Like it's haphazard. Like even the ground is uneven. It's kind of like a giant pier. At times, like yeah, there's some solid ground, but then you're going across some bodies of water and stuff like that. And then you look up to, and you, it is way high up there. It's kind of hard to see, but you see kind of like a giant spider of some kind just hanging from the very, very top of Skullport.
Can I see it with my goggles? Since I'm able to see up to like several miles away in clear conditions.
Yeah, make a perception check with advantage.
Let me just double check what it actually says for them.
FYI, Oz
Yeah.
hates spiders.
In conditions of clear visibility, you can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across. So if that helps you with
Hey,
anything in the future,
Cool,
roll
sure.
2d.
I love all the new friends that are joining us today. This is great.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
I love it.
Super unexpected, but thank you.
Yeah, right?
But it's- What the heck? That
Should
didn't
dress
work.
nicer.
I messed up. Okay,
Oh,
well,
no.
hold on, I still have one more roll.
That was a natural 1, by the way, guys. So luckily you're rolling again.
Yeah, because now I have a 21 instead of an 8.
Much better. Sure. So it's kind of on the 3rd level. It's still kind of hanging above. So this is, it looks like it was carved. And there's a name on it. It says Tannerthal Refuge. It sounds like a drow name. Tanor apostrophe Thal. It resembles an upside down spider that looms above the rest of Skullport like a great dark god. The spider's hollowed out head, thorax, and abdomen contain windowless living quarters that you can see that are filled with thick webs and a host of giant spiders.
I was just about to turn to Oz and say, "Don't worry, it's just a husk," and then I go, full of other spiders.
Yeah, that's what you see. But you don't see any other people or anything. It just looks like it's a big cocoon of
That's
mini
crazy.
spiders.
That's gross, but crazy.
Kind of reminds me of like one of those Wonder Balls back in the day when like they had like the little M&Ms in the giant.
Kinder, maybe it's like a
What a
Kinder.
comparison.
Candy within a candy. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's the spiders within a
and
spider.
we're walking.
I hate this place. I
Why?
hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah.
I just want to go home.
Just want to go home. All right. So in this building right here, you notice something called the Dark Harvest Market. Now there's a lot of things here, so let me just bring it out. There are were-rats and Durgar that are there. And what you see here, this is a market that has food harvested from the Underdark and is sold by the Durgar, and they employ an equal number of were-rats as bodyguards in case there's any food. So if you're looking for food of any kind, it's probably cold and damp, or it isn't like a lavish feast, but if you need some type of food, they're here. One of the Durgar looks up at you, Zaimina. You want some grub?
No. And then I walk away.
You'll be back. You need to eat.
As I'm just rounding this corner right here, and I'm just like, do I though? And you guys really wonder, like, it's true. We haven't seen her eat almost anything in almost 3 months.
Oh yeah, no,
It's dawning on you.
Wow.
I could make
So-
better food than this on the road.
You probably can. It's not high quality. You even saw like some flies hanging around in the area. It's not the best. And as you're kind of figuring this out now, this is kind of like a replenishing spot. You have armor, weaponry, etc., and now you have food, so you can kind of guess that Skullport is more of a resource for people, and Xanathar has control of that. So, you have a couple more places to look at if you are interested.
Yep.
Let me know.
go northwest. Everybody?
Up to you.
I'm just typing in the chat. Sorry, I am okay with that.
No,
Just
it's
make
okay.
our circle around Skullport to see, what we find.
All right. Well, Craig, come with me. For my horse.
All right. So as you guys get to this area, you see the name is called the Guts and Garters. It looks like to be an inn of some kind. A good place to rest.
What
Possibly.
a coincidence!
At least it's running.
This is where our mark is. Oh my god! I say, not in that tone of voice, but
Oh
that
my
was just
God,
me being extra.
stop.
I was just like tap the back of Mikil's head. I was like, well, obviously this is where we're supposed to look for that Duragar.
What Durgar?
The one that stole the dagger. What do you mean, what Duergar?
From what you
Are
remember,
you
it was supposed to be the
being
Black
serious right now?
Tankard was the name of the place. This is not the Black
Yeah,
Tankard.
yeah. I remember. I
This
was
is the
just
Guts and
pulling.
Garters.
Simina's like, I remember, silly goose.
Mm-hmm. Remember what we said last time about intelligence?
Oh yeah, I'm smart. I forgot.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so are you going
I'm
inside?
smart,
Or are
but
you...
when it comes to remembering things, I'm not so skilled.
Okay. Yes,
Okay,
we're
so-
going inside, please.
All right. You go inside.
Amazing, we made it this far.
I know. And you see this gentleman inside.
And I killed him.
Alright,
Daddy.
then. What?
Just
I
kidding.
mean,
Oh,
I just standing here, menacingly.
okay. He is very composed. He's behind a desk with a bell on it. Hello.
greetings.
Salutations. How may I assist you today?
We're just looking around. What do you do here?
He blinks for a minute and looks outside briefly and looks at you.
I felt that.
My name is Quietude. Quietude.
Yeah.
And I am the proud owner of the Guts and Garters Inn here. We offer rooms for you to sleep if you wish.
Fabulous.
That wasn't the name of
Thank
that
you.
inn we were looking for, right?
No.
I don't remember that. Yeah,
No,
I don't remember it
it's
being
not.
this.
The Black Tankard is attached.
Yeah.
Tankard.
That is further west.
Thank you.
They do not provide lodging like I do.
Oh.
How much would it be for four rooms?
4 rooms. Are your horses staying inside?
No.
Fantastic. It would be 20 dragon per day
Per
for
room?
the 4 of you. 5.
Oh, okay.
I just said it's 5 per person. 20 total. 20 a day.
Gotcha. Makes sense.
And how many beds come in one room?
Usually 1. Some of our suites are a little bit bigger, but we do not charge more. It's a flat fee. Zymina, as you are looking around, you do notice a secret door
Ooh.
that is behind. Actually, let me move him here. So he is over here. There is a secret door behind him that you notice.
Okay.
And it's strange because it's kind of diagonal in a way. Like it's not straight, like to go outside, but you wonder if there's like something that goes down. So that is our range. Where are all of you from, if I may ask?
The surface.
Yeah. Water deep.
Very nice. I assume it's been very treacherous here, and you need a place to rest.
Would be correct. I kind of look at the group like, should we stay? Should we not? Do you guys have a preference about doubling up or just getting singles?
I mean, I want my own room.
Chaka.
I would
Yeah.
It doesn't
prefer my own
matter.
room.
It does not matter to me.
He's just standing there, trying to be patient as you guys are having this open discussion about what you would like. He
I turned back to him. If we could have 2 singles and 1 double, that would be fabulous.
fantastic. That is 15 dragon.
Miki, Mikil,
Yeah, that's me.
I kind of like wave you over because you've got the hole. We have an interdimensional hole to hide all of our crap. So
Yeah, I'll give 15 to Quietude.
quiet.
Thank you very much. Well, you're more than welcome to rest. I can show you your rooms as he escorts you up.
Do we know what race he is?
Sure.
Based off of the horns?
He is a tiefling.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yep.
I'm getting confused. My brain's not great.
It's okay. No worries.
So we're going up this way.
Yep, you guys are going up. Let's see if I can.
I'll be the last one to go up
No worries.
because I want to.
I
I want to
figured.
check out that secret door.
Okay.
Oh.
Let me move you here.
Ooh.
Oh, this must be fun for you, Dan. Multi-level map.
A lot of time. A lot
Whoa,
of time.
This is
yes.
nuts.
Live, laugh,
I
love.
hope, but it's all for you guys and for the viewers. You know, I figured like if you have, I'm all about immersion. You know, that's my style. So I want you guys to be able to envision this and have a good time. So, the
Feels
double
like
one.
Louisiana to me.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where Quietude went, but oh, he's over here. Okay, good. He's over here. So he shows you that this is the double right here. Even though it looks like a messed up single, it's a double.
Okay.
And yeah, shows you all to your rooms. Pretty much you can just choose whatever room you want. Just let the rooms a double.
That's fine.
And he says, we appreciate your, well, I appreciate your business. He corrects himself when he says that. And if you do need anything, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Much obliged. Thank you.
You are most welcome. And he's just slowly walking down the stairs. And then it's gone.
Yeah. So before he went up, or after he went up the stairs, and I was the last one to go up.
Yeah.
I just wanted to check out that secret door.
Sure. It goes down. And further inside, and it's really hard to see. You can't see it. It's 120 feet. You would have to move further past to see what's down there.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see.
you guys are-
Maybe we could check that out later.
Sure. You guys are... The beds are comfy. You don't see any bed bugs. It's actually pretty well kept. This building is well kept. You wonder, especially you, Mikil, with your intelligence, you wonder if this is a hotspot of some kind where this has to be tip-top. This has to be kept up in order to keep it in business, because this seems to be a very important place.
Interesting.
But all of you
That
guys
is-
kind
so
of...
it's like not as run down as all the other ones.
Correct.
it seems like.
Yes. Like the foundry and the marketplace, it's pretty sketch. But this is an inn. The lights were on. Everything is smooth. You had a good host. You have proper lodging. It's interesting. So, I'll let you guys handle it. If you want to rest here for the night, you are more than welcome to.
I want
Or
a
if you want to keep
horseback.
exploring, you can too.
I want a horseback.
Okay.
I'm okay with resting if you guys want to. I've only expended 1 spell slot, so I don't mind. If you guys want to keep going, but if you want to just rest, I mean, we already paid them, so.
I need to get my my exhaustion.
Oh, exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
so
yeah,
tired.
that's right.
Yep.
You're so tired, baby.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So all of you rest for the night. Nothing happens. nothing happens. You get all your spells back, abilities back. If you have any magic items that require, a long rest, they're back. So choose your spells, and your fatigue is gone. Your exhaustion. It's quietude. Gives you a knock on the door, Craig. And
Yes.
he looks up at you and says, "Good morning.
Good morning.
Just wanted to present you a nice breakfast for you, if you would like."
That would be wonderful. Thank you.
It's a stale piece of bread with, you don't know what's in that pastry. It's brown. You don't know if it's chocolate, if it's meat. Who knows?
Who knows?
I touch it to the tip of my tongue.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
it's a weird. I mean, it's a stale, buttery type of outer texture. Not to your chagrin. This isn't like a Michelin star type of place. The outer appearance seems nice, but inside.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And then he just eyes you wearily and continues walking. Presents all three of you the same thing. Up to you if you want to take it or not. And just politely said to you, Zymina, checkout's going to be soon, probably about 30 minutes. So, unless if you want to pay for an extra night, that is fine.
No, I think we'll be on our way. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What can you tell me about the latest happenings here in Skullport? It seems pretty quiet for such a... And she kind of like looks around, like busy in terms of building kind of environment.
Nothing crazy going on here. We don't have a lot of traffic, but we still keep in business. Some adventurers like yourself wander through.
And you guys aren't being bothered by the war between the two races further north?
I've heard about that. It's pretty unfortunate, but doesn't bother us. There haven't been any invasions here, and if they were to try to invade Skullport, I'm sure we would have a reason to fight back, as he looks very tensely at you as you pry him. But I'm not worried.
Oh, it's a little rude of me to not inquire, but do you have anyone that actually oversees Skullport? In the event that we need to, form an alliance or take on quests or anything of that nature.
Yeah, there is someone.
That's
Care to
it.
elaborate?
As you open your door, I said, I'm not willing to say. But I hope you all had a lovely rest. And I will be downstairs.
Does it seem like he's avoiding it out of fear, or like they're not allowed to talk about it?
Make an insight.
Yeah.
Well, thank God for 7, I guess, but 12. I guess it could have been worse.
Kind of hard to tell. He's pretty stoic. Can't get a good read. Alright, I'm going to be downstairs. And if you would like another night's rest, that's perfectly fine. Feel free to return. It's been a pleasure. And he walks back downstairs. So you guys are on the middle level right now. So there is a door. There are doors, excuse me, that you can leave to explore more areas, if you wish. Otherwise, you can go back downstairs. Yes,
Sorry.
go ahead. No, you're fine.
So the question marks are things that we haven't already been to on the first level?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So there may be, hint, hint, some buildings may have different stories of levels. I still have them as question marks. So this, for example, up here, you explored it already.
Okay.
That is the foundry.
But this one down here to the south.
That you have not been to yet.
All right.
It looks
That
like it
is
doesn't line up with the marketplace, so it's
Right.
probably different.
Mhm.
You know what?
and
Let's just go.
Yeah.
Why not?
Let's go look at it.
Cool. All right.
At least we know we have to go west.
All right. So you guys make your way. You are at a higher level now, so you are on these really kind of like unsteady planks with no railings of any kind. So you just kind of like watch your step, see the first floor underneath you, and it has an interesting aesthetic to it. It's kind of it's pirate themed or something, but it's still, you're kind of wondering if it's dangerous of some kind. All right, so you get to this area right here. And this is Dalagor's Fortress. Dalagor's Dalagor. And what you see here is a dragonborn that looks like this. This appears to be a mansion that you see here. He looks to you and says, "Hi. Salutations."
Hello.
Hello?
We're explorers, just exploring the city.
That sounds like fun.
It is.
Welcome to Dalagor's Fortress. I am Felrax. F as in Frank, Elrax. You notice he has copper-colored scales and he watches over the mansion. He elaborates. You do notice that he has a staff with him as well. You wonder if he is a mage of some kind. Oz, are you wearing the Harper's pin?
I usually keep it hidden.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Why?
I'm not saying, I'm just asking.
Hey, just asking.
I'm just asking. So it's
Yeah.
a 3-story stone mansion. And this is just imagine, I provide no services. This is just a sanctuary. But is there anything I can help you with?
Sanctuary? As in case you're under attack and this is where everyone would gather?
He looks to the side and looks at you. What is your name?
Ah!
I mean, at this point, we've all given up on hiding our names, so I just say Zymina.
Pleasure. Very observant. Yes, it is.
Well, it does have fortress on the outside of it, so I could only imagine.
Yes.
But only you are responsible for maintaining this place. It's quite a lot of work for one person.
It's not too bad. I clean a lot. Keep things very tip-top shape.
Well, it looks great.
Thank you.
Is there anybody else that lives here?
Just myself.
Can I do?
Sure, roll inside.
Can I do an investigation check to see if I can see any faction
Sure.
symbols or anything?
Yeah, sure thing.
I rolled a 13 for insight.
13. It seems like he's honest. It's kind of hard. This whole Skullport thing is like a pretty new area, and you're just trying to get the lay of it.
A big old question mark.
The big old question mark. I'm gonna delete now. There you go.
Thanks.
Investigation for you, Oz?
Yeah. Never mind. It was a
No.
6.
6. I mean, it's a pretty nice kept place. Definitely, like, you see a lot of watches all around. You see locks on doors. This does seem to be a fortress of some kind.
Okay.
Looks to you. Is there anything I can do to help you?
So just looking around, since we've never been to a port that has 3 layers like this. If you've been to Waterdeep, you know that it's all more built around the center, not the whole town.
Any places you recommend we check out?
Do you have your rats out?
Normally I put them away when
You have
I'm
your rats
talking to
out?
others. I don't know.
Oh, okay. He talks about the worm's gullet. Explains it's an upper level, and he explains that it is a petrified, hollowed-out purple worm that serves as a tavern. He explains, the food has gone downhill a bit, but it's always a sight for tourists like yourselves. Where else can you see a hollowed-out purple worm?
There,
Or-
apparently.
Or a hollowed out giant spider with other spiders on the inside of it.
Oh, you've seen that too, yes. We don't go up there. Myself or the other owners, shop owners, can be very dangerous.
Do you
But-
ever have any contact with people from the surface?
Not really, no. Just myself. You seem
what
hesitant.
what was the name of this fortress thing again?
It is Dalagor. Dalagor.
He's Felrax.
Is there something on your mind?
I'm personally just kind of like looking around and observing stuff. It seems kind of weird to have one person just in charge of maintaining this entire property. So I'm just
I
wondering
don't
if I
mind
see
it.
anything out of order.
Are you doing an investigation check too?
I mean, I guess I might as well. I was mostly
just
just.
want to know.
I mean, I'm not really good at investigation, but sure, why not?
Better than me, who has a +0 intelligence.
Yeah, but +1 does not help very much, so it's
Oh
only a 7.
no!
Yeah.
I'm
Wow.
better at perception,
That's
so
pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't notice anything. Well, if you have nothing that you need, I wish you all a good day.
Likewise.
Thank you. As he just stands with his arms behind his back and just looks at you to the side as you leave.
Well, actually, I did have a question.
Yes.
The other shops, I understand that they provide things in exchange for services, but you're just being paid, or if not at all, just to watch over this place. Why is that?
Well, I'm given a responsibility. This is a job that I have. I need to make income. And this is an easy job. I sit here, I clean the place. Prevent it from intruders that are unwanted.
Do you like it here in Skullport, or have you not been here your whole life?
I haven't been here my whole life. Good majority, but not my whole life. I used to live in Baldur's Gate. It was a very crowded place. I'm more of an introvert and keep to myself. That's why I don't mind this. Excessive talking takes a lot of my energy away.
Do you mind if I ask who gave
Respectfully.
you that responsibility?
I'm not saying that. That you asking a lot of questions about my personal life in this place, and it's having me worried. You're making me uncomfortable.
Just didn't know if maybe we were allies.
I don't see why I need to be allied with anyone. I think you need to go.
Toodles.
I also would like to insight if he's also just seemingly
Sure.
scared. This is the second person that is not willing to share
Mm-hmm.
who's overseeing this place, so
Mm-hmm.
it's like, is he scared to tell the truth? Wow, what is this? Roll20 is not here for me today.
It's not here.
That's okay. Last time it was really, really there for me, but I rolled a 13.
Okay. Sorry, still hard to read. He's a cryptic one, that one. I can't get a read on him.
Anybody else notice how strange this is? It's like either Xanathar secretly has control of the city, or there's somebody else controlling the city that maybe they're trying to keep it a secret from Xanathar, since all of the mind things. What are they called?
Intellect devourers.
Intellect devourers, yeah. Can't know, like, yeah, it's everything's so weird and secretive.
Yeah, I really
Don't mind
can't
me, I'm
get a
just
read on this
sorry.
place. There's really not a lot of people that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
Maybe it's more so they're scared of Xanathar. I mean,
I'm guessing.
I can't imagine living down here is better than living anywhere else. And I kind of like look back at the fortress, thinking of the Dragonborn. And there's plenty of places to live that aren't Baldur's Gate or Waterdeep that's not crowded. Down here makes very little sense.
As you look back, Michael Forrest waddling. He was behind. So
Oh,
he's-
there's Michael.
I don't have control of him,
What?
just, you know.
Oh,
Every map you're gonna have to do it, I'm so
I'm
sorry.
gonna have to redo it. Yeah, it's okay. Don't
Yep.
worry about it. I got you. All right.
All right.
So yeah, as far as you can see here, there's no other areas of interest. But there are the green axes are stairs.
Oh, thank you. I was
I
like, how
say-
dare you use my color?
Yeah, right?
The one to so here is for lower skullport, and then the one south is for the upper skullport. You're
Can we
on the middle
still
one.
travel to the west on this level? Like, those connect, right? We know
Yeah.
the go upper. Okay.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, just have to bring up another map.
So, I mean, do you guys want to go to the lower right-hand side and explore?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go to the right. Oh no, the
To
left.
the right?
Right, and then down the stairs.
That way?
Oh,
Yeah.
back to the first level.
Well, we were on the third level, I think, and we worked ourselves down, right?
Right.
You were on the first level,
Oh, that's considered the
and
first
then you went
level.
upstairs to the inn.
Oh, I didn't. Okay.
Yep.
So we're on the second level.
Yeah, right now, yes.
Then
Do you
Okay.
want to go back to the first level where you were before?
go to the third level.
Oh,
You wanna
third level.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure,
We
let's
want to
do it.
explore all of this.
All right. So we're going to the third level. You're kind of doing all the east side first. Okay.
Yeah, why not? East side,
East
represent.
side.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get Michael 4. We do that every time. I love it. All right. Here you go. All right. So there are some areas of interest again. Again, what I'm going to do, just to make things a little bit easier, this is Fellow Axe again. This is the room because it's a 3-story mansion. So that's what this is. There is this area right here. This is where the spider was.
Ew, no.
So like, they're just starting spiders and they're just hanging above it. So they're not physically on the map, but they're just hanging above it. So they're not, looks like they're not intruding or anything like that, but Zaymina already saw that, so we can skip that. You do see the one question mark over there. And as you were walking, and again, you guys are higher up to the air is a little bit thinner. The boards are even more creaky. You get to this hollowed out purple worm. It is huge. And right now you're kind of going through the butt end of it.
Cool. We love going up the ass.
And we're gonna, yeah. Well, let's just reveal who this is now. So you
Oh,
see
Justin never
this
changed.
person.
Ooh, daddy.
These AI pictures
This
are out of
is-
control. You need to stop making them look attractive.
Okay, it was all on Reddit, and they saved me a bunch of time. So big
Thanks,
shout
Reddit.
out. Thanks, Reddit. because they don't give me any of this. So this is the Worm's Gullet is the name of this place. It is a restaurant. It is the only restaurant in town that is located inside a petrified, hollowed-out purple worm. Looks like what he's doing is he is just serving up plates to a whole bunch of kobolds that are in the restaurant. I don't have their tokens out, but I'll bring them out shortly. And then they're back. He's back, and he looks at you guys. Hey, how's it going? Hey, you want some food? You can take a seat anywhere. I'll get you something to eat. Today's special is worm grub. You can have it grilled, or you can have it grilled more.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. Then we have some. Oh, actually, our normal menu items are a sturge loaf. We got some carrion crawler souffle. That's one of my favorites. I have a sweet tooth. And some flump stew and hot streaker pie.
Wow. Delicacies.
Mm-hmm. Our house ale is Worm Whiz. Straight from the distillery down in Blank Taggart. So, meal with a drink is 5 shard a person. If you want.
I'm gonna pass. I'm just kind of exploring the tavern itself. I won't sit down anywhere so he doesn't assume that I'm going to be dining in.
Same.
I'm sitting down, and I will order some worm piss.
Worm Whiz. Worm
Close
Whiz.
enough.
Close enough.
Worm Piss is in a whole other country.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm just gonna get some kobolds in here. Okay.
Well, so far, I'm just talking to Oz. I've only seen Duragar, a tiefling, a dragonborn, and kobolds. I have yet to see any of the drow that were... I can't remember if they said there were some drow at Skullport or not. But I thought they did. That it wasn't like, obviously they were not affiliated, but... Because, I mean, I'm not drawing any attention, so...
Kind of thought that it'd be kind of like a bustling metropolis type of thing, but there's like nobody. There's not even bugbears or hobgoblins.
Well, maybe
So I
they're on
guess-
the west side of town.
Maybe they're sequestered onto the island, perhaps. I don't know, but this is weird. We saw more people on the other dungeon levels than we have in this area.
Perhaps they send them to Skullport or Skull Island and they just come here to relax if they have nothing to do over there. But I can't help but wonder if there's intellect devourers in any of these people.
Maybe? I don't know, I'm just getting a weird vibe from everything.
Mikhail, Gars comes back. His
She
name is
stepped
Gars
away.
Stonedark. Oh,
She
okay.
stepped away.
Then we will get back to that in a little bit. So feel free. Craig, are you with Zymina and Oz as well? You're just all
I
having
am
a
back.
conversation?
Yeah.
The cat was locked in the bedroom and he was meowing
Oh,
like crazy. Sorry. I was like, why is he meowing?
All
He's
good.
locked in.
Attention!
Let me out, let me out. Let us
Right.
in. let us
So, Mikhail, did you order any food? I'm trying to remember.
No, just a drink.
Just the worm whiz? Okay.
Yep.
Gars Stonedark is his name. Walks by and comes to you and gives you it's a big pitcher. It's a
Perfect.
big pitcher of worm whiz. It was poured haphazardly, so it is definitely running on the sides and coating the bottom. There's no coasters or anything. It's just all messy, just there. And you see it kind of foaming at the top. It's a very tan, brownish color
Of course.
that you see. He slams it on the table next to you and says, I hope you drink up. It's good. Good stuff.
Yes. I'm my profession is normally a bartender, so I like to try all the local things that I do while adventuring. So,
Great.
cheers! Huzzah!
Okay. He starts walking back. It's like, Mikhail, you do notice this kobold right here. To your right is kind of like eating a souffle by himself, and you notice he's crying a little bit. He's a little sad.
I like that it took you sitting down to notice that.
Yeah.
Not walking past.
Nope.
No, he's facing south. So like it doesn't take you to sit down and kind of look over it. You notice that.
I purposely turn my chair away from him, and because I don't want to hear it. I just want to enjoy my warm piss and peace.
Yeah,
Sure.
dehydrated worm piss.
Sure. All right.
The tracks.
Pretty much. You do no. He it does still cost the 5 shard, even though you're not getting food.
Okay.
He's still flat shade. Okay. Yeah. So I'll let you guys continue talking if you want to order some food. Hang out inside of the worm gullet. Help yourself. It is kind of intricately like decorated with like baubles hanging, like some like old like light fixtures with flames inside, and if they try to make an effort to make it look good, but like you see like the whole innards of this thing, like you see like the ripples, like the segments of the worm, you see just like the rotting insides of it, as it's kind of like haphazardly, kind of, you don't even know if that's like a bone sticking out or what that is. Interesting. It's very interesting.
How is the ale?
It tastes horrible.
That's what I thought.
Probably to you.
Yeah.
You like more sweet drinks?
I do like sweet drinks.
This is a
I'm
very this is a very bitter. No shade of Pabst Blue Ribbon, but it's basically cheap. It's there. It gets me drunk quick.
Can I secretly or stealthily take my stirring rod and kind of just do a little thing to try to make it a little bit more Mikhail-ified?
How do you do that?
I just like take it out of my side satchel pockets thing and just be like, and then just put it back.
Okay. Well, it does give a sensory effect, a very minor
Right.
one.
Yeah.
So you do have it smell kind of like honey,
There you go.
or like something like that. Still tastes horrible.
Oh darn!
Your nose
I'm
is
still gonna
the nose
drink it
does
all,
it justice, but yeah. It's a big glass, so I won't say you won't get drunk off of it. If you were to order another one, then I would have to.
Just one is fine with me.
Yeah. All right. Zymina, Oz, and Craig, you're at the mouth of this worm right now, and you do see, like, you kind of step outside, you look, and you just see, like, the dead eyes of this worm out, and just the mouth is just wide open, like it was just carved out. Let me see this.
I mean,
You see the
all in
worm
all,
skeleton.
pretty cool, pretty interesting. Even if it smells weird.
Well, at least they're repurposing it instead of letting it go to waste, so there's that.
True.
Though I don't think I'd like to encounter one of these things in the wild. That is massive compared to anything else we've come across.
Absolutely.
You see a couple kobolds getting done with their dinner, and they're just walking away. Pretty stuffed. They look like they had happy bellies. And they're just walking past you, not paying attention.
Okay, bye.
You know, since we were told this area is under control by Xanathar, I'm kind of going back to my old roots when we were being chased, or not chased, but stalked by the floating eye things.
The
Spectator?
gazers.
The gazers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm kind of looking upward now that we're on the taller level, just
Sure.
making sure that I'm not seeing those little guys floating around, because, I mean, I don't know how that would work between the two teams, if he can still see us with his things over here or not, but I'm like,
Roll a
That's
perception check.
good, because I was actually about to ask if he saw any of those.
Fuck gazers.
Hey.
Well, that's one.
Yeah, nice roll.
An even better
Hey.
26.
26. You get a good view of Skullport, especially since you're on the higher level. You would kind of actually, I would say, like sit on one of the railings and get just kind of like you find a good spot where you can kind of look at all 3 levels, right? So you are looking around every crevice of this cave, no matter how high it is. You don't see any gazers. You don't see anything floating with eyes, keeping an eye on you.
Kind of look over at Oz and Craig as Mikil just kind of comes back. Well, I don't see any of those gazers around here, so I wonder how much of control Xanathar has, or if it's mostly just Skull Island. Normally he has those things everywhere, so it's surprising they're not here.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I think there is like somehow a bigger power at play. Like secret.
Well, I guess we can always explore the west
Why-
side and see if we can find more.
Yeah, because why wouldn't Xanathar just take this already? Like, it doesn't make sense. Why is he on an island?
Right, and it sounds like they've taken quite a few of the members from Azrak and Lorcana, their family.
Correct.
So, like, what is going on here?
Well, they did lose their liaison, that Mind Flayer, so perhaps they're waiting for him to come back, even though he is not going to.
Maybe.
Seb brought in a great question. What is the party goal in Skullport? Basically, this is the first time they're exploring this. Ultimately, what our players are trying to do, they're competing against a team of villains to get down to the Under Mountain, the final boss, and kill Halaster, which is the big boss of this game, basically. And the first one to do that and take a staff pretty much wins. So they're trying to get down to the lower levels as much as they can, but Kimarie Mikil thought possibly one of the ways to get down would be through Skullport. So they're looking through the area.
Oh, yeah, the bracer.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yep.
I'm glad I could help. I will let you know.
Thanks.
So you guys can't go west from here. It is sectioned off. So it's first, second, and then third. So like there is a divide in between.
I was just about to ask that. So.
Yep. So you guys can go down to the middle level if you want, and go west that way, or if you want to go down to the first level, you can.
Is there stairs like here, or do we have to go all the way
Nope.
back?
You have to go all the way back to the right.
Oh my god.
Fine.
Yeah,
We
so
are
much
in,
walking.
we're in game
Walk
time,
back
so
there.
we can go all the way back. Lick
Yep.
and split.
Cool.
So much
wow, so fast. So much fun.
There you go. So you are back
fun.
to where you were before. So now you're on the east, second level.
fun. You guys want to go up
Perhaps.
to the first? Or
Go
go ahead,
west.
Craig.
Down
Going
to
west or
the-
What'd
down?
you say?
Yep, sure.
Perhaps we should try to find that that tavern.
Yeah.
The Black Tankard.
Yes.
The quiet tude said it was west.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys are heading west on the second level.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
Hey.
So many more question marks.
Whoa.
Yep.
Question.
And yeah, the quality has gone down a little bit with this one. Oh no, it'll load it for me. Fantastic. Great.
I thought you meant literally like it's worse than the east side. I'm
Yeah,
like,
me
oh,
too.
how's that?
Like, wow, West Side's bad.
That West Side Story.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
I accidentally made Michael disappear. I wanted to make sure that that you had controls. I mean, all right, and there we. Oh, awesome. Okay, so ideally, like you guys would be here, but I didn't know if you were going to come from the left or right. So because there's multiple stairs.
Want us to just start on this side, Dan? It's fine.
Sure, go for it.
We can
Whatever you
move
want.
it so quickly.
This stair to the left goes down to lower Skullport, as well as this, as well as this. And also, there's stairs here to lower and upper.
Okie dokie.
Yep. All right. So you guys are going to that area.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bring up my map here. All right. So this is called Sargoth's Bounty.
This place? Here. Where?
And there is, which is, has a treasure chest with gold popping out of it, like, as like the logo. Do you guys go inside?
You know, I mean, it sounds promising, but Zymina
It
still
does.
does not have high hopes for this place. But she'll go in just to see.
Me too.
All right.
I'll go
Okay.
in as well.
Beautiful. Let me move him because you guys are on top of this other character. I can't move. Thank you. Oh my gosh, here we go. All right. So
I guess
as you walk
entered
inside,
in through the wall instead of the door.
you did. Thank you.
That's fine.
So, so yeah, you see a pair of shield dwarf brothers that look like this.
Oh,
They eat pretty well.
Damn, Daddy.
he
So
eating
there's
wood.
this one, and you see this one.
Mm-hmm.
The one with the brown hair goes, "Aye, welcome. I am Dorum, and that's my brother Durham. Welcome to Sargoth's Bounty. Well, the treasure's here, and we got a bunch of stuff to sell to you. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to sell you. Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff. So, we found." And he's like digging through like a whole big pile of junk. It just looks like junk. What you gather is that it's just junk from the river. It's all wet. There's some moss attached to it. Durham, the one with the brown hair, gives you a cracked spyglass, and that you see.
Not again.
It's like, said this came from one of the ancients. Durham, who was that? Oh yeah, that was Snarfy. Yeah, Snarfy the Great. And he was a pirate. Wanted. For years. And then his spyglass came right to our shop. Blessed. You want it?
Think we're good, thank you.
Alright. Well, what else can we help you with today?
Do you mind if we just take a look around?
Durham goes, yeah, sure, you can go around, you can look. We're here.
And can we see if there's like anything of value, or is it all junk?
All junk.
Oh,
One
man.
man's bounty is another man's treasure. Or,
Yep.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it's all just hot chunk junk. Whatever.
Great.
What you do see, you see a pair of old socks. They look a little bit worn. You also see a tiny sketch portrait of a goblin.
Do we recognize the goblin?
No, it looks like it was drawn by a child.
Hmm.
Cool.
And then you do see a rabbit's foot. That looks like that actually was cut from a rabbit. Like there's bone sticking out of it, and looks infected.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Durham looks at you guys, and just like as you're like looking at the items, like, yeah, this is good stuff. This is really good stuff. If you want treasure, you can sell them. We got it.
Oh yeah, this stuff is really, really rare. Do you know who we can talk to that's higher above you to let them know you guys are really doing a good job bringing in the rare items?
Just us. This is our business. Yeah, we are our own bosses. It's just us. So the names are Duram, Duram, and Darum, D-A-R-U-M. So the A and the U are switched. So Durham and Darum. And both last name is Gaz, G-H-A-Z.
That's ridiculous.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think some of this stuff is a little bit out of our pay grade.
Darum kind of steps behind you and just kind of like pats you on the back. I understand times are tough. I get it, Bob. I do. That's why we can give you a discount. 2 for 1. Why not? You guys seem like great people. I'll take that as a yes. Okay, let me see if I can find a couple things. Let's see. What could be useful for you? He gives you a blue cube that just looks like a toy, blue cube. And then also looks like a vial of blood. As you see. With a little seawater mixed into it. Thank you, Tyler. Tell you what, this is a blood of Princess Clory. She was a sea witch of the 9 seas.
I think I'm going to
Can I do-
pass.
Insight check.
Go for it. Okay, no. Here, well, this would be good for you. He brings out a petrified mouse.
A petrified mouse.
13. Oh yeah, he's lying. It's obvious. They use horrible salespeople. It's just all junk that they're trying to upsell.
I just Mikhail has walked out of the shop when they said they're gonna like do a bundle. I'm just like,
Yeah.
This is a waste of our
Right.
time.
No worries.
Let's go, guys.
Yeah, Craig, they're just like they're trying to sell you things. It's petrified mouse.
I'm sorry, but I'm not interested.
Well, tell us what you want. We can get it for you. We have a whole bunch of stuff. What hobbies do you have?
We're on a bit of a time crunch, but
Yeah.
thank you.
Understood. That's why if you tell me, I can get it for you. He is really hitting it hard on you. I used to be in sales too, so I like this. Never my style though.
You said you guys own this place yourself, but
Yeah.
there has to be someone that oversees Skullport that you're paying to have your business here, no?
I mean, sure, there's probably a mayor or something, but we're not worried. This is very hands off. This is our our business. Insight? Okay.
Not the double question. Is it insight?
Insight.
Yeah.
So you don't have anything to do with Xanathar?
Oh, the big X. I rolled a 22.
22. He is definitely lying. It looks like he's not. He's holding back information. Says to you, Oz. No.
Do you know who Xanathar is?
Darum sums up. Yeah, I heard of him. Pretty interesting. Heard he's very dangerous. Don't want to be on his bad side, but
Well, we
Yeah.
are.
well, that's bad for you. That's dangerous. Perhaps you need a weapon. Let's see if I can find something here.
Do you have any daggers?
Oh, I'm sure we do. All right,
Like-
let's see.
like
Oz just walks out.
as they're looking for the daggers, I'm gonna walk out too.
Okay. Sounds good.
Oh.
Yes, they're looking. They're scrounging. They're looking for daggers to give out. Are you guys leaving too?
Yep, I guess so. I don't want to be there by myself.
All right. Okay.
Go next door.
So that
On
was
to the
that.
next shop.
Okay, so that shop right there. I know that was such a waste of time, but that was really funny.
That's
Um,
super funny. It's never a waste of time with you, Dan.
Oh,
Like,
thank you
I'm
guys.
starting to feel like I'm actually going shopping in like a mall or something. Like, God.
So what you see here, the door's locked. There's no one inside. But you do see the name called Twinbeard's Traps.
Oh,
Ewinbeard Traps. Looks like, and when you look inside, it looks like a workshop, like a maybe engineering or traps or something that's in the works. For anyone that is interested, could you guys roll a history check for me, please?
Yes, please.
You betcha.
Thank you.
History?
I am
Yes.
not interested in traps.
Mm-hmm.
16.
16.
5.
5, no.
Prison.
Sure, you can find a dice trail in that pile.
18.
18. Okay. All right. Zymina?
Oh, I'm not interested. I rolled a 6,
Cool.
so I'm
All
just
right,
role
cool.
play. I role played it out. I rolled and I role played. Okay.
I'm proud. All right.
Wow.
For Mikil and Craig, it's a faint name, Twinbeard. This was when Flutterfoot Zipswiggle, the jester, was giving you a tour of Xanathar's lair, and Twinbeard was a room. You're like, oh, that's where Twinbeard is. You know that Twinbeard is a part of Xanathar's group, essentially. Yeah, from what you see, there just looks like it was just a workshop, in the middle of working stuff, like bear traps.
Not bear traps.
I'm gonna check
Mhm.
out the building.
Okay,
down
sounds
here.
good. Sounds good. So, get there. See this guy. The name of this place, which I think
I
you
can only
probably know,
wonder.
is Gyud's Distillery.
Hmm.
So, this is the distillery that makes the famous worm whiz that the hobgoblins have in their place, and that and you can see like the worm whiz in that bottle right there, getting brewed. So you step inside, you see Gyud. He has these very small, very small glasses on this big, round, jolly face. Hey, what can I do you for?
I don't go in. I just go. I just wait outside for the party.
Yeah, I don't decide.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
I just sampled some of your brew.
What do you think?
I'm sorry?
What do you think?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm just used to different types of ale, and I prefer sweeter things myself.
Oh, well, I got some other drinks for you if you want. I got some, bitter goat's head ale that you like sweet though. I also have some, amberjack. Also, I'm selling by the Casamapper Jack, goat's head ale, and wormwiz. Those are the 3 I have.
Oh, very cool. How long have you been doing this?
How long have you been bothering me? Well, it's
Okay,
been like a minute.
it has been a minute.
He's very antisocial.
Well, anyway, I'll just say, anyway, nice talking. Your stuff sucks. Bye. Just leave.
Keep
There
running
it
that
is.
mouth, it'll run right off. He gets back to his work.
Wow, he was super friendly, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Seems to be the common factor for most of the people down here. As if they're shutting everyone out so they don't have to provide any information.
Yeah.
Okay, and you get to this building here. Actually, let's take a break.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Take a quick break.
Take a break.
We're almost at our halfway point, and then we will continue with Skullport shenanigans. What's going on?
Okalito. just need level. I need
What's
level 8.
up? Hey.
Hey.
All right. So you guys just finished your lovely, Mikhail's lovely interaction with Gyad, and he was pretty much an asshole to you. So
He was.
we are
Super
moving on
lovely.
from that. And you guys now get to this place right here, which I will lovely bring it up for you. It's called the Poisoned Quill, and you
Ooh.
see an ink, what is it? Ink pot? I forgot already.
Inkwell.
Thank you, inkwell, with a quill sticking out, but it's dripping green.
What was it called again? I'm sorry.
The Poisoned
Poisoned
Quill.
Will. I love
That's a great name. I do like that.
right?
Um,
Ha
And you see this older woman here, older human woman. She, as you can see, she has a pair of goggles on top, long gray hair. Seems to be a mage of some sort. You also notice on the inside there, it seems to be like a teleportation circle of some kind inside.
I'm
She
gonna go inside
waits.
and
She waits you to
Nice.
come in.
stand
Yeah,
down
come on
there.
in, come on in. Hey,
Teleportation circle.
hello, hi.
Does the-
Greetings.
Teleportation circle take up the whole building or just a portion of it?
It's a portion of it. It's not in there. It's up. It's like right in front.
Okay.
It's not there, but she just kind of lays back. What's going on?
Oh,
What's
we're
the
just
news?
exploring and seeing the sights.
All right.
So what do you do here?
Well, I'm Tassel Grin. People call me Taz. Veldard is my last name if we're getting formal. I do teleportation circles. So if people want to bamf out of Skullport, I send them to places.
Some examples would be?
Surface of Waterdeep?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Do you get many customers down here?
we do. Time to time, still in business. So no complaints.
It's interesting because it seems pretty empty. Is it usually this sparse?
For the most part, it is. Yeah, I charge 50 dragon per person, and I mean, if there's one regular client that comes by, you know, they pay 50 dragon to go, and they go.
Like
So-
Xanathar.
She doesn't say anything.
Interesting.
Definitely watching her reaction to that though. Like, is she really trying to keep
She's-
herself composed?
Yeah. She smiles and nods. I'm just giving you a hard time. No, he can leave whenever he wants to.
Yeah, I figured he has his own cronies for that, right?
Yes. I don't work for him though.
Who do you work for?
I'm
We're just
definitely
trying to get
inciting
in
that.
touch with somebody that runs the city.
Are you just trying to pry my brain?
What is going
I'm
on?
just
today?
trying to find out who runs the city so we can get in contact with them.
Oh, that's Xanathar. He runs the city.
This city?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right.
Go for it.
I mean, I'm gonna inside too, since we
Alright.
had the struggle busing just.
Yeah, might as well.
Justin, you were rolling on there. What was your roll for?
That was for the earlier insight to see if no, it doesn't matter. I rolled an 11.
Okay.
It wasn't for Xanathar,
Sorry,
it
I
was
was-
for something else.
okay.
That's okay.
What did you guys roll for your insight? All right.
11.
Okay.
Another
10.
dice in jail.
With all of you guys, she seems to be honest. She's like, yeah, Xanathar runs Skullport and Skull Island. I'm an independent contractor, but I don't work for him. Ding, 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 right on the money. Y'all look exhausted. You're looking for answers. I got some tea, and I can give some tea. Here. She goes to the back and she kind of brings up a tea that's there's no stove. There's nothing there. So she actually gets her hands out and they warm for like a few like seconds, and she starts pouring glasses to you guys. There you go. I have one myself, so you know it's not poison.
Like
Poison
you.
quill is very misleading. You're welcome.
Actually, where do you get this tea?
I have sources.
Is it like
It's from the Undermountain.
interesting?
Yeah.
I buy a little bit off of you. I've got a friend who enjoys teas.
With all due respect, this is a gift from someone, and they would not like me to share my tea with other people. I mean, if they're guests in my place, sure, but if I give them to someone else, it's kind of disrespectful. He wouldn't be a fan of that.
Fair enough.
No worries. You see, she's like just straight shot, shoot from the hip. No fucks given. She's just enjoying company. So tell me about yourselves.
I give the tea to my zombie to drink, as I do not trust it.
Sure. Michael 4 starts going down awkwardly and just goes down and then goes back up, and then the tea's just falling down from his mouth. Like he's not even sucking it. It's just literally just falling back down into the...
Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. It's not poison, but you don't have to drink it. I won't be offended.
I'll drink it.
Great.
Well, poison doesn't affect zombies anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It was more to see if there was any
Smart.
additional magical effects.
Necromancer?
Close.
Hmm. We got the antlers. Ah, you're like one of those necro druid things. Life in the ground, right?
More like life and death everywhere. It is a circle after all.
It is. And I know about circles, as you can see.
Hmm.
Queen of Circles.
That's a great title. I like that. I should change it. Poison Quill. But I have to keep the name. Draws people in.
It's a good name.
Yeah, it's
draw
really
in.
good for, like assassins or people that, want to kill someone, thinking, oh, like this is poisonous. So then, they tell me a bunch of things and I'm like, great. Some of them I don't care about, but some of them have information. So, pretty cool.
Well, since you seemingly know quite a lot of what's going around in
Sure.
Skullport,
Mm-hmm.
me personally am drawing a blank on the
Sure.
Durgar's name,
Mm-hmm.
but I ask her if she is familiar with this specific Durgar in the city. I know that we're supposed to attempt to see him in the tavern, but I just wanted to see if she had any information on him.
I heard about him. I heard he goes to the Black Tankard all the time. Yeah, goes in, drinks, and leaves. Doesn't really come here a lot. He never came here. I don't think he has to go to the surface for any reason.
Is he just a vagabond, or does he serve a purpose here?
It's hard to say with that one. I think he's part of a group, and the group has its own thing. But I think they're deeper in the Undermountain, though. They don't give off level 3 energy. You know what I mean?
Hmm. So can your circles teleport to lower levels of the dungeon?
Nah, it's mostly just to get out, not to get further in.
Hmm.
But I think you probably discovered something that could help you with that. Gates, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Definitely coughed that one out. Gates,
there-
I said.
Is there any reason why you're being so forthcoming with this information? It's not unlike people to just spill information without questions.
And I'm not fucking scared. Have them come at me. Have them kill me, whatever. People are scared of everything. Know what could happen? A powerful lich can kill you, or you can die from drinking worm piss or whatever that is. Like, anything can kill you at any time.
Hey, I call it worm piss too.
It tastes like that. It really is.
Exactly, it does.
You can be the most fit person in the world, and you get hit by a wagon on the street, and just be gone. Who cares? Like, do what you gotta do. That's why I'm not scared.
So is like all the other shopkeepers scared of Xanathar? Is that why they're like they just come off very weird? Do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. Yeah, I think some of them maybe are scared. Some have something to hide. Other ones just have loyalty. I do think there are some good eggs. Yeah.
Do you know Quietude? What do you think of him?
He's an interesting one.
In what way?
What do you have to give to me? Maybe I can tell you something important. No, I'm
I
all.
mean, dragon.
How much are we talking?
How much are you willing to spill?
Seems like I have the advantage and you don't.
Seems like I have dragon.
He just gives a big smile and just like, I can give it to you for free. I just like messing with you. It's
Oh
fine.
my god, stop it, you.
There's a secret passage behind him. It takes him down to Xanathar's lair.
Samina, did you tell us, or did you only have that information?
No, I was gonna comment on it now. I kept it to myself.
Yeah.
But she goes,
Go ahead.
well, yes, I've already observed that, but did not know it went down to Xanathar's lair. That is interesting.
So basically, he has control over Skullport. He's able to have his minions go from his lair to here, and then back.
And then
Probably
Zamina's...
notice that, yeah.
No, she's
the
just
end.
casually thinking about the time they spent in Xanathar's lair and wondered like where they had missed the part that went down to Skullport. Like they were so close to Skullport this whole time without ever knowing it. That's interesting to her.
Uh-huh. And granted, you didn't explore all of Xanathar's lair because of the
True.
whole mind fire
Yeah.
situation. Yep.
But
So she
remind
goes,
me.
not that often they have a huge security thing at Skull Island. They have control of the whole thing. Most people go down the Sargoth River, and that's when they either bribe, barter, or just die, and they can't get into the town. You guys probably went through another way, probably through the Hobgoblins, probably got some alliances with them, and it came through this way.
Very
I know things.
What do you think about?
There's only two other. What is
Go
that
ahead,
one?
go ahead.
I was like, there's only two ways to get down here. It's either the river or through the cave garden thing. The goblins. They can control the in and out from Skullport to the level, but yet they can't come in here. It's interesting, that dance that they do.
What do you think about the hobgoblins and drow situation?
It's interesting. I don't think it's going to matter if the sea hags are there. Sea hags can probably take over everything.
They're dead
Oh.
now.
We killed them.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. Well, I think Xanathar took a lot of stuff from Azrak. And you see, she mentions him by name. So probably Xanathar has more an advantage, but I think the Drow will take over the Hobgoblins first, be comfortable, and then negotiate with Xanathar. Xanathar is more powerful than Trissa.
Yeah, I had a feeling it was something along those lines.
Yeah. More tea? I need another.
Please.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not partaking.
There you go.
Well, I guess that solidifies our concerns with the Drow anyway. At least the Hobgoblins will do everything in their power to not align with Xanathar, especially after we expelled all the intellect devourers. Speaking of,
Sure.
how many of the people here are infected with the intellect devourers?
It's hard to keep track because, you know, they could change all the time. We have an ambassador from here that I'm sure you got an inkling.
Oh, he's dead.
All right. Well, that's interesting too. Well,
Everything
that
is
limits
so
that.
interesting.
It is. It is interesting. This whole place, this whole situation's interesting. You four are interesting. I'm interesting.
Start
Well-
banning the word interesting from now on. I think we need to come up with more synonyms, Dan.
That's her shtick. Justin.
No, that's Dan's shtick. He says that all the time.
That
Don't
is
play.
her shtick.
That
I
is her
stick with.
shtick.
No, Dad, every time we ask you something, you're always like, it's interesting. Even without this
No,
bitch.
not
Don't
her.
play.
Nuh-uh. Just her.
Uh-uh.
Just her.
Nuh-uh. Right now it's extreme with her, but it is a Dan thing and you know it.
If you want a DM, by all means.
I will. You already know everything.
Oh, fair,
It's interesting.
So, it's interesting.
Uh-huh.
No, she continues to answer your question about the
Intellectual.
intellective hours. She says, I don't think there's a lot here in Skullport. I think that's just mostly loyalty, and because if they don't serve, they die. And I don't think they want to die. So, I don't sense a lot of that here anymore.
Do you know where the end of this level is?
I do.
The blue brazier.
I do.
No, they don't know about the braziers.
Do you say that in game or out of game?
Which one? Me or Cal?
Razor.
In game.
I know where it is.
Are you talking to Hallister right now? Oh my god. Out of game.
Can
Out of
you
game.
tell us?
I think you have to continue your journey and find out.
I just want to go home, Grandma.
Are you asking if it's in Skullport? No, it's not.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Do you know the entirety of this level?
I haven't traversed like a lot of it. I know like main points. So I don't have the actual geography laid out, but I know where the hotspots are.
I kind of give her like a brief summation of where we've been so far. Is there much more to this level than that?
Well, let's see. Looks like you haven't explored a couple caves south of the Hobgoblins. You also haven't gone east of Stormcolder with the Hobgoblins. Also, you haven't explored Trissa's town. Those are the main 3 points. And you haven't explored Skull Island. But just to let you know, you probably would die if you were go there.
Yeah, we've been warned about Skull Island.
Yeah. There's a lot over there. By all means, go and fight them if you want to. If you want to die like a hero, by all means, but don't go out like that. Oh, without hesitation, she goes, "Oh, I think he'll be fine." Sounds like she knew about it. Yeah, he's a strong leader. He can. Well, it's more troops at this point, but I think that if some of Trissa's defenses were to go down, including Trissa, he can take over, and then eventually try to take over Skullport. That's going to be a battle.
I know it's
But if Xanathar's defenses go down too, he has more of a shot.
sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
I know it's a crazy notion, but do you think if Azrak and Teresa joined forces, they could defeat Xanathar together?
You're kidding me?
I know. It's,
You think they're
a
actually-
crazy notion, but let's just say in a perfect world.
I didn't have any wormwoods in this tea. I don't know what you're talking about.
I had some earlier, and I'm feeling its effects.
Yeah, don't drink too much of that. No, they're not going to work together. Not, unless if Trissa absolutely is backed into a corner, but I think she would just backstab him later on. Anything else?
Might be worth it.
Anything else you want to talk to little old me about?
What do you know of Hallister?
Great guy.
Is he?
Did you work for him? Or do you work for him?
Make a persuasion check, both of you.
Okay.
Are you?
Yeah, are you him?
He
I mean, I
looks at
said
you and
that.
says, "No, I'm not him."
Persuasive. 15.
16. Wow, one whole point more.
Wow, you just have to one-up me, Justin.
Oh, so just barely.
Work.
She seems to be willing to tell you. That's fine. Oh yeah, I know him very well. We kind of have the same relationship as an old married couple.
That's adorable. Out of game.
I'm sure he wouldn't mind. I know you can hear me, dear. Zymina, Oz, Mikhail, and Craig, right?
How dare you?
Yeah. That's fine. No, Hallister comes visit me about once a month for tea. He just gives me all the gossip, keeps me up to date.
Oh, is it his tea?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, that's why you can't have it, Oz. It's Hallister's tea.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe you'll get some when we kill him.
You're very confident in that. I'm sure he laughs at that too.
I'm sure he laughs maniacally at that.
So if he were to just come right now, think you can kill him right now, right?
No, not right now.
No, you can't. You were so confident saying that before.
Not right now.
Oh.
Well, we know that that's
Yeah.
not really his goal anyway. We know that he wants people to try and make it to
Yeah.
the dungeon.
He wants
He
us
will play
alive.
his games as he does, but
Yeah.
I think the whole point of the fun is seeing how far people can get. And if we don't get stronger, then really what kind of challenge is it for him if he just kills us now?
Yeah. Well, he did inform me the other team has been doing pretty well. It's been pretty easy.
Well, they did start at a stronger power level than we have, so...
And they
Also,
literally have Xanathar.
Xanathar's got all of his lackeys.
I'm getting attacked. I get it. Okay, I know he has control of the level, and I know they're powerful. I wasn't born yesterday. All right. I'm aware. Yeah. You don't have to get all defensive. Like, I'm on no one's side. We're just here well, I'm just here as an observer. So is Hallister. But he loves playing with you guys a lot more because he doesn't know what to expect out of you for. You have surprised him a few times.
That's good to know.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the other four, quite interesting. Mm-hmm. I know you love it, especially you. Looks at Samina.
And can you give
Hmm.
any details on how they're interesting?
I'll make you a deal.
They killed our friend, if that makes it any sweeter.
What?
They killed our friend.
You killed your friend?
Yeah.
Whose friend? What?
I mean, like the team.
Out of game. I don't know who that is.
Oh, sorry.
Bonnie.
I'm trying to. I'm trying
Bonnie.
to.
Okay.
Sorry.
Gotcha.
Mikhail would have eloquently explained
Okay.
how
Eloquently.
Bonnie was killed. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
because
Eloquent.
Kimarie ain't doing it today. So brain fog.
She says, I can talk to my duplicate and give them a piece of information from you guys and how you're doing if I give them one of theirs. So she is being self-aware that there is another one of her in the alternate timeline.
Wow. So
Mhm.
she's like the only one other than Halster that's been this self-aware.
Because they're that old married
And she knew the
couple.
brazier too. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so she knows all of it.
Hmm.
Are we
See-
willing to give something up, you guys?
I mean, like what?
Yeah. It depends on is it going to be
Seems
Kind
kind
of-
of a...
generalization? Or
I mean, to
I
me,
mean, if you guys are gonna be general, I'm gonna give a general answer.
yeah, I mean, just says out loud, well, to me it seems like a rather moot point, since Hallister exists in both versions and communicates with both versions of this person, too. So, theoretically, they should have information regardless. On both sides.
So what are you thinking? Oh,
I don't
I
even
can tell
know
he's
what,
getting bored.
I don't even okay. I don't even know what we would say for us. So
Right.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll tell you what. I can use my best judgment. Alistair's been keeping me up to date, and I'll probably chat with him later. Okay,
Sure.
let me tell you something here. Jarlaxle's in the outs.
in what way? Like dead?
No, he's still alive.
Oh, okay.
But he's
For
not.
now. From
he's
what
not-
I'm understanding, he's enjoying the pleasures of Triss's fun time rooms at the moment.
Hmm.
Oh, that does not
Why does-
surprise me in the slightest.
Exactly. Exactly.
They're actually still down here, from what I understand. Apparently, they're soaking in the day. Zenithar can have fun at the Skullport, but Alistair blocked access to his lair, so he can't escape that way. Just like this teleportation isn't going to work for you.
Yeah, I figured that.
Hmm.
Jalaxel's thinking of a way. I guess I can let you know. He doesn't trust them. But should you trust him? Interesting. Yeah. But does it align with yours? That's the question with that one. He's probably the most fascinating one out of the 5. The Castellanters are the least interesting to me.
It's
They
because
have
all
this
of their
lovey-dovey.
surface level stuff is out there on the open. They think that they're deep as an ocean, but they're shallow as glass.
Mhm. He's looking at an opportunity to possibly work with you guys. He's thinking of a bigger picture.
I
Bigger
kind of
than
had
this.
I kind of figured he would. Being in this position does not suit him at all.
He's trying to find a way. I'm sure you'll connect with him later, but you got to be careful about it. But we don't want anyone finding out. Also, they're looking at the levels a little bit more. Apparently, you have some sort of quiz or something.
Yeah. Can you give us the answers to that quiz, Littles?
No. No. Out of game, no. In game,
Shut up, Dan.
no.
Shut up, Dan. I'm talking
Who or
as a
what?
Grim.
Who or what is exactly going to be quizzing us about the level? I'm assuming it would be near the end of the level.
Now let's start forming the questions.
Hmm.
He's going to
Oh.
be giving it to your leader, and that's going to be given to Durnan, I think his name is. He's going to read them.
Interesting.
He's going to read them out loud. But it encapsulates levels 1 through 4. Equally.
Oh boy.
And Hallister told me there's a special bonus question at the end in case you guys tie. So that's going to be really fun. Apparently you got to know all of his spells. Shh, don't tell me that I said that.
Hallister spells?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not going to say any more.
Oh,
Yeah, he's going to be crazy
getting
about
yelled
it.
at. Getting yelled at by.
I know
something.
he's not going to be super happy, but it makes things interesting.
Yeah, spices things up.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, of course. It's refreshing, right? But I know you have a lot more to explore. Don't get overconfident. Any of you. It can just be like clockwork getting through this thing. You never know when you can die in a heartbeat. Instantly.
Trust me, I know.
And then you will regret it. And you can't go back.
There's nothing to regret in death. It's just a natural cycle.
What she said.
But then you lose. Would you
But then
regret
I'm-
that?
No, because I'm dead.
Alright.
The dead have no thoughts.
Looks at your zombie. Makes sense.
Hmm.
Well, I'm all done with tea, unless if you guys have anything else. I think I may retire for the night.
Yeah, I think it's best
Take
we're
a
on our
nap.
way.
All right. Good luck, you four.
And go over here.
Thank you. And thank you for the tea.
You're welcome. Best of luck.
Thank you. Can I call you Auntie Tass?
Sure.
Thanks.
You can call me Auntie Tass.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Shut up,
Close
Justin.
the door. All right.
Whatever.
So, yep, we got a lot of information out of that one.
Nice.
No wonder you're like, this is gonna take a while.
Wow, yeah.
Mhm.
Yep, yes, exactly. All right, so now you are in this part.
Yeah, as we're walking over there, though, I just kind of muse out loud with what
Go for it. Yeah.
Preston was talking about and just say, you don't suppose we could get to Xanathar's lair from here? It could be a good time to kill Nihilor, but if Xanathar can't go back to his lair, maybe we can't? But maybe we
That's what
can,
I'm
because it's not our
assuming.
lair. You never know.
Right.
What a
But
twist to kill
we
Nihilor.
want to go to the island? Like,
No, I really don't think we should.
No, we've been told multiple times we're gonna die.
Unless we all want to give up. I mean, that's fine, too.
Unless somebody magically can turn into Xanathar, and
Lie through their teeth.
yeah, not
No.
good with deception, you guys.
huh.
Shouldn't you be?
I wish I was.
Well, you disguise and
Yeah,
you
you-
get advantage on performance if you were to.
I have a +1. I have gotten so freaking lucky, and my 3-4 times I've had to lie. Like, my name is Tommy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
was
fun in it. But she's just like, I'm also not really surprised at Jarlaxle. I mean,
Neither.
of all the people in that group, he's the only one that it just doesn't make sense for him to be involved.
Right.
He sees multiple pictures where the rest of them kind of just see their own one goal.
Agreed.
So it would probably help us out a ton if we can somehow get him out and someone else in, perhaps for another scroll. We can always talk to Strahd about it.
All right. So you guys are at this building here. It's called the Lantern Lighters.
Okay.
Looks like to be a lantern shop of some kind.
Ooh. Can we go and see if they have any fuel for the lantern I've got?
You can go inside, and you see this very old gentleman in here who has multiple lanterns up.
Wow.
He reaches
Seems
out.
a tad excessive, but okay.
His little doodads, little mini lanterns. He has. What you also notice is that the light in his eyes has gone out. This is a funny statement. The light in his eyes has gone out as time has slowly crushed his hopes or dreams.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that is
Story
dark.
of my life.
Love it.
Jeez.
Crap.
Totally
He's
relatable.
blind?
No, he just looks like he lost all hope.
Oh.
Around his neck, you notice a hag eye pendant. That isn't really bright. It looks just like a piece of jewelry. He looks at you and says, "Hi. Welcome to the Lanclighters. I'm Andirian. How may I help you?"
Greetings.
There.
I'm just looking to see if you have any extra fuel for my lantern of revealing.
I apologize. I don't have that. You have to go seek the overflowing urn. And he explains to you that is on the upper level, on the west side. I just sell different lanterns here. If you're looking for fuel, the overflowing urn is where you can find the fuel.
Okay. Do you have anything interesting for sale?
Lanterns?
Yes. What kind? Anything special?
Alright, I'll show you.
Don't put yourself out there, though. Like, don't force yourself.
I have to get out of my chair.
No, that's fine. I'll just take a look around. You're fine. Just
Okay.
stay there.
I did not.
You-
I did not go in, by the way.
Dear
Yeah, okay,
God.
no worries. You just see different lantern shapes and sizes. Kind of like the picture you see here is kind of the ones he carries. They're good quality lanterns. One of them you do see looks like the head of a minotaur that has like a lantern there. It doesn't look like an actual head of a minotaur. It just looks like it's carved.
Yeah.
All these are just fine craftsmanship lanterns. Mostly black, bronze, gold, any type of metal color. Also,
How much for one of the little ones?
sure. He says it's a 2 dragon.
I will buy one of the little ones.
All right. You have it's about you can hang it around your neck. It's kind of like a nice medallion. It's like a small lantern, just normal lantern.
Cool.
Oh, that was exhausting. Is there anything else I can help you with? Please say no.
I'm going to say no. Thank you.
Oh, thank. Okay.
Have
All
a
right.
nice night. Don't strain yourself.
You too. He looks down at his pendant and looks at you.
Can I do like an? God, I hate to say investigation because I have 0. An Arcana check maybe on the
Sure.
pendant.
You could do an Arcana check of just what a Hag's Eye pendant is, and I can tell you.
Haha! Finally. Still plus 0. It's freaking Italian. So why am I doing this? But I rolled a 15.
Okay. Sure. So basically, with a Hag Eye, it is made from a real eye, coated in varnish, and it is a tool used by hags to what? You okay?
Yeah, sorry. Dennis.
Did I say something bad?
No, it's not you. Dennis just did something by accident.
Oh, I saw that. I love it. Yeah, so it's a real eye that's been varnished, and it's often used as a pendant or wearable item. It's normally a tool for hags to see through.
So maybe
To
the hag
like
that
kind of
we
like
killed.
scrying. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Did we get the name of that guy?
He says his name is Andrian.
Oh,
It's Anderian. Andrian Dusk is his full name.
I had Handrian, so I was close.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is close.
No worries.
Cool. Okay.
There are a couple more areas of interest if you want to look. Entirely up to you.
I went to the southwest,
Oh, I see. All right.
west
perfect.
of
All right.
the distillery.
Sure. Do you go inside?
Oh.
The name of the place is. That ain't right. There you go.
Sure?
Wait, I was looking at the wrong one. It's called the Keel Hall. Keel. Looks like it's a 2-story fest hall. That's kind of run down a bit. If you want to go inside.
She just looks to the rest of the party. Well, it doesn't look like it's the tavern we're looking for, but I mean, I feel like I'm all informationed out at this point.
Yeah, I feel like we could skip this one.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Should we go down
right.
to? Do we have anything
I
else?
will leave this as a question mark in case. Oh, no. I will leave this. That's funny. Leave this as a question mark in case you guys want to come back.
Oh, there's
Go
something
explore this
more.
first. Hey.
Yeah.
And you want to go up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a house. Cool.
So this is called the Bat's Roost. You are able to go inside it. It looks like an old tavern. But there's no one inside. You do notice some dried blood on the floor. If you guys want to do another more of an investigation, you can kind of take a look and see what's there.
Sure.
Trident.
All right.
Oops. No. Go away.
I got a nat one. I know.
You don't see any bats.
Not no bats.
Or
Yeah,
rats.
10.
I don't care about dried blood either.
You okay? So yeah, you really can't find a lot of stuff. You just notice a tooth on the floor, and you see like an old dusty ledger.
I'm just gonna ritual cast detect magic, just in
Okay.
case there's something magical here and I'm
Sure.
not seeing it.
Sure. Nothing magical, except to your items or whatever that you have. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Can I
Gotcha.
peruse the ledger?
Yeah. You look through the ledger. You do see a couple names, not familiar to you, but then also gold at the end next to win-loss.
Huh.
hmm You have a record of like fights, basically, and bets.
Oh. Well, I suppose that solves the mystery of the room then.
We do know. First rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club.
I didn't, but you did. And
Uh-oh.
she kind of walks out of the room like,
All right. So there are no other areas of interest unless if you want to go down to explore that place. Otherwise, I will say, because you're on the first level, this right here.
Are we on the first level or is this? the
Are you
second?
on? No, this is second, right?
I was gonna say we're on the
Yes,
second
you're on
level.
second level. Never mind.
Second because of
I got
slap.
miss. Yeah. Yep. Second level. You're second level. Never mind. But yeah, just that one question mark if you want to explore it. If not, we can move on.
Yeah, so first level or third level? Or the question mark.
Why don't we
Third.
just finish this while we're here so we don't have to come back?
Third level.
No, I think Cal wants to go to the question mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Question mark. Okay.
Let's go inside.
Sure. So you go inside. And you notice this gentleman.
Cool.
Where is this? Another
Ooh.
tiefling. Very violet purpled up, stylish. He
Quietude,
He doesn't-
more fashionable cousin.
yeah. He looks pretty good. He doesn't look at you directly, or he just kind of looks like more past you and says, "Hello. Pleasantries.
Greetings.
Greetings. What brings you here?" This is the Keel Hall, by the way.
Yeah. We're just kind of looking around, seeing the sights,
All right.
checking out all the local places.
Okay.
So, what do you guys typically do here?
Nothing.
Great.
Tell me, who are your friends?
This is my family. Just working our way through this level and going on to the next one soon.
I mean your friends' friends.
Which ones?
Does your friendship circle go past your family?
Obviously.
Then who are they?
People.
What kind of people?
Nice people.
Hmm.
Why are you
Nice as
asking me
in-
about them?
I'm sorry, what?
Why are you asking me about them?
Because you're asking me questions, I think I should ask you questions if we're gonna establish whatever this is. He walks closer to you.
Well, they've answered those questions where you have not, even if they were vague, so
Hmm.
nothing.
You have to earn my
there's
trust. I
nothing-
just don't dish it out.
I didn't think it'd be too overbearing to ask what services are for the business that you have here.
I mean, looking
I
around,
work-
it just looks like a place people just gather to hang out, doesn't it?
It does look like a place where a lot of people hang out. You see no one there though. You're kind of getting like a similar mansion situation where it's a big building and there's a lot of spaces there, but there's not a lot of there's no one there. Basically, I tell you what, Zamina, you're doing a perception, just checking out the area.
Oh, I mean, yeah, at that point, if he's gonna move closer to Oz, I'll just move closer
Yeah.
into the room, just looking around. I don't need him to answer my questions. I can
Yeah.
You need to get a perception of 20 or higher, and then I can tell you something.
Damn.
Whoa.
I'd also like to do an insight check on him.
Sure.
look. Well, I got 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you like to insight? Oh, nice. Good
I'm on
job.
a 26. Thank God for perception.
Kind of his intentions. Like,
Sure.
is he being deceitful?
Okay.
Looks
Roll
like
your
Tricked
insight.
me
Yeah.
into something. I rolled a 13 plus 6, so 19.
Okay.
Hey, good job.
I'll start with the insight first.
Yeah.
He's trying to read you. He's trying to see if you're aligned with him, or you can trust, like if he can trust you, because you're a stranger. Everyone else is strangers. He wants to know who you are, what your intentions are, why are you here, and why are you prying questions, even though you're being like general about it. He is being very defensive and is like, they're trying to get information out of me right away. What are they trying to do? With you, Zamina, you notice very, very faint, but you did a very good job. Underneath one of the doors, you saw something similar to a flying snake that is slithering. You saw a wing also as well.
Hmm.
That was so long ago, guys.
I know.
Yeah, it's so
Bring it back.
funny.
It's like a year ago.
So, from what you gather, possibly Zentarum aligned? No, you don't know.
I mean, that's what I would assume. And I would just, I mean, unfortunately, none of us are aligned with either of the Zentarum anymore. But she'll kind of go make like a noise and walk in this direction and just say, well, it's no one's business, but if the Black Network is going to be hanging around here in Xanathar town, I don't know who's at greater risk.
And you don't say that in front of this gentleman here, right?
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
Because I'm letting it known that, like, we know this is controlled by Xanathar, and I know that he's part of the Black Network.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll just, as I'm walking past him, like, we've dealt with the Black Network before, and they have useful services.
Are you a member? He just flat out asks.
No.
Are any of you members? Or any... You are? So I will say this. Are you purposely being deceitful? Because since you're not at Zentarum anymore? Okay. Okay, roll deception, please. Looks at you. Yeah, I can tell that you're not being honest with me.
He was
That is
part of
in
the
part-
Doom Raiders.
Right, we were going to say technically it's the truth, just not in the way that it would be the actual Black Network.
But
I
you're
know
not
the
in the
Doom
Black
Raiders.
Network. Right, you're not in the Black Network. The main core of the Zentarum, correct?
She just looks at Craig like, you got yourself into this. You can
No.
get yourself out.
Okay. Then I see no members here, so none of you are welcome. And you're not allowed back.
What you do this.
He says nothing to you. He's being very tight-lipped right now. If you are not going to leave right now, I may have to have people to help me with that.
Oh, don't get your panties in a twist. We're going.
Don't get your panties in a twist. We're going.
Don't come back.
Maybe.
Do you say that in front of him?
Why?
In game, do you say that in game?
Oh yeah, yeah, you do.
Okay.
I'm over it. He's like
Okay.
grilling me, and I'm over with his attitude.
All right.
You know,
He just slams the door,
Hmm.
and you hear a couple some locks going too.
Okay, well, level 1 or 2, or 1 or 3 now, I guess.
Three. Oh, everybody's
let's
so
go.
friendly here. Just
Go
love
on.
it.
Level 3.
I don't even know that we had an opportunity to join the regulars in Tarum, because they were always causing problems.
No.
No, yeah,
They were bad people.
murdering hither and
Oops,
thither.
I'm in the water. Baby,
Oh,
come back.
no.
Oh, I'm gone. Where did I go? There I am.
All right. You see 3 areas of interest here. Let me give you control of Michael Forms.
Oh, this quality
Bam.
looks kind of rough.
A little bit, yeah.
Let me refresh.
This is the rough one I think I had. It was a little rough.
It's okay. You're doing great. You're doing
Thank
great.
you.
Everybody loves you. Just go.
Just
go.
know there's the 3 areas there, and there's nothing else of interest. So save you the time. Again, just like before, like you're on a high level under mountain, like you can see everything below you. Very like creaky planks, no handles or anything. It's pretty uneasy. All right, and you go into this area right here.
And avoiding all spider.
All right.
Huh.
So this is Dumathoin's Jest
Mm.
is the name of this place. And you see this person. She welcomes you.
At the muscle.
Hello, come in. I welcome you. You welcome here, you come in, I look at you.
Thank you.
Welcome much. Please tell me, you hear why?
Just looking around.
I see, I. Well, I am Yagara Umbalt. It's Ygarra. Urmbalt is URM as in Mary, B as in boy, ALT. What I do, what place this is, I appraise gemstones.
Hmm.
You bring shiny jewelry to me, I tell you how much they're worth. It's a very ugly stone building, by the way, too. But, however, if you give me gemstones to appraise, I charge the flea flat of 20%. So
you don't
have
sell any
gems.
gemstones here. So just appraise.
This is very established well business. That am I here to help you.
Okay.
So,
Great.
yes.
I don't think we have any gems that need appraising at the moment, but we will certainly keep you in mind for
CI.
the future.
Yes. CI. Thanks much now.
Thank you.
Toodaloo.
Have day good, you too. And you just leave.
Thank you for appraising all the gems we get along the way anyway, Dan.
You're
Right?
welcome.
Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Of course, my pleasure. I mean, it is kind of like a rinky-dink place, and that's what she does. Okay, you got 2 places. You going here?
To the east.
Okay.
Go west.
I'm so happy you guys are getting through all of these in one session.
We are trying.
Yes.
This is Nightshade's Caress. Oh, yeah, no worries.
Oh, good.
Nightshade's Caress. You
she looks
see,
cool.
I know, right? I like it. Displayed in the window of this shop are various herbs, elixirs, vials of poison, and baskets of medicinal fungi. You see the store is cluttered with more such goods, all labeled and clearly priced. The apothecary Nightshade looks maybe undead, possibly. And it just looks like a withered crone dressed in a tattered black robe. Hello. Welcome to my caress. What brings you here? My wares.
Just sightseeing, window shopping.
Don't let me stop you. Please explore.
And Zymina does. She wants to know all of the items that they have. This is like the first place she's actually impressed with.
Yeah, right?
You know, it's
Right.
organized, it's priced,
You said
it's
poison.
fungi, it's poisons. The person is not overly personable, living or dying, I guess.
Stories.
Or already
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
So basically, there are some baskets of medicinal fungi that are equivalent to a healing potion, and there's one that's a greater healing as well. It isn't a lot. It isn't like crazy with the healing potions, but it's basically standard D&D Player's Handbook potions. So you have, actually, let me see. There's 4 regular potions of healing, which are mushrooms, and 2 greater healing that he has in stock.
And what was that? 50 gold and then like 250 gold or something like that for the greater?
That is correct. That is what he's charging.
Okay. Is there anything else other than the healing potions? I know you mentioned poison.
There
The poison
are
for Cusco's poison.
yes.
Yeah.
There are vials of poison, if you want. He's selling them for 20 gold apiece.
Just
And for clarity, how do the vials of poison work? We apply them to our weapons and inflict either poison damage or the poison status effect, or what? I just want to be clear on how you're going to
From
deal
my
with these.
understanding, it's so. I will say, just to keep things easy, he has a section for coating weapons, and then a section for actually giving people poison condition. All of them are in black.
You mean like the
that.
poisons are black, or
The
they're
poisons are black.
Yeah, that's cool.
love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also has some herbs for cooking, or if you want some sage.
Can't
Crazy
ward off
how an
the
undead
spirit.
with a sage, but
Mhm.
mostly poisons. It's an apothecary, basically.
Yeah.
Is this place? Anything catch your eye?
So I remember back. This is out of game. I remember way back when I was looking for poisons and such.
Yeah.
And you had mentioned there being one poison that did like a lot of damage. Obviously that's not something that's on display here. So I'm just letting you know so you can mentally prepare for this conversation. But Zemina will look at the apothecary and just say, do you do custom orders for more potent poisons, or is this all you have?
I may have some more. They're not cheap. And they have to be for the right people.
And who are the right people, those willing to use such poisons?
If you have to ask, then you're probably not the right person.
Well, I kind of like motion for my zombie to come forward and just go, nah, that's not true.
Make a persuasion check.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm not persuasive. Well, wow, that didn't even roll. It just landed flat on 20. That's funny. So 14, or not 20, 12. So 14 is what I rolled.
14.
I can get a minor poison potion.
He gives you a look up and down. I guess I can give you a few. He brings out, he goes to the back, he brings out a few. There are 3 of them. You do see Assassin's Blood, which is 150 dragon. Basically, if they ingest it, they have to make a con save. If they fail, they take 1d12 poison damage, and it's poisoned for 24 hours. If they save, it takes half damage and it isn't poison.
Okay.
You also see Hail Tincture, which is 250 dragon. Ingested. Creature who has this poison, ingests it, must make it succeed on a DC 16 Constitution saving throw, or take 1d6 poison and become poisoned. And the poison creature must repeat the saving throw every 24 hours, taking 1d6 poison damage on a failed save. Until this poison ends, the damage the poison deals can't be healed by any means. Even after 7 successful saving throws, the effect ends. So they have to make 7 successful saving throws.
Damn, that's very potent.
That's a very potent, long-lasting poison. The last one that you see, he has Truth Serum. So he has that too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna find a use for that one. So I wasted my money
Those
already.
are the 3 that he has. That you know. The other ones are basically similar to Assassin's Blood, but he does it at a cheaper price. So it's you probably think it may just be just giving him poison, but doesn't do damage. It just makes him wheezy. Yep.
Well,
But he sells those for 20.
Well, we should for sure get the fungi healing, right?
yeah, I think we can afford to spring all 6 of them.
Yeah,
I think we're running a little low
that'd be
for Krieg.
900 dragon.
Yeah, 250 plus
All right,
200.
what do we?
So potion of healing is 50. Potion of greater healing is 100.
Oh, 100.
Oh, 100. Never
I'm saying
mind.
okay.
Way
Zymina, can you call this in the air for me?
Oh my god, I don't like these. We haven't gotten these once yet. I'll just stay with heads.
It's heads.
Wow.
He has 1 superior healing mushroom,
Ooh.
but that
Oh.
costs 500 dragon. Because you were persuasive with him to show stuff, he's willing to spare one of those to give you. It's a mushroom.
I mean, I think
Okay.
that's great.
I think that's worth it because we don't have our revivify scroll.
True.
That could bring us back from
Correct.
the brink.
And that would be perfect for, I mean, well, at least until Mikil gets tough, it would be helpful to get one of us off of death's door quickly. So 500 plus 200 is 700 plus another 200 is 900.
Oh! Now it's 900.
Yeah, now it's 900. I'm willing to do that if you guys want to do
Yep.
that, and I'll subtract
I
it from our
was willing
gold.
to do 900 for everything before, so
Cool.
let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay,
Awesome.
I
good.
just subtracted 900 gold. How do we want to divvy this up? We each get 1 minor healing potion, or the regular healing, or healing fungi, and then I already have 2 of the graders, so I don't mind letting whoever doesn't have a greater healing potion have it.
I've used all of mine up. I do have
Oh.
a potential. I know. I do have a potential of getting a regular healing potion with my potion thing every
Okay.
day. Ooh, I didn't roll for that.
Hey.
Well, you could do that while we're divvying this up. I think we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many
I do have a
potions
chance.
do Oz and Krieg have, if any, left?
I think. Okay. I don't
I
think I think if I have one, it's a minor. I think I
Okay.
gave mine away.
Nice.
Nightshade is just standing there, just studying you all very closely. as
But
you're all-
I'm fine with the others. Since you and I have healing spells, fine with the others
I
taking
mean,
the
I do have
greater.
healing spells too.
uh,
So we all get 1 normal healing
Yep.
fungi.
Yep.
And then I'll say Krieg and Oz can each get, or Mikil and Krieg gets a greater. And then we can give the superior. I mean, I feel like it's really between Kill and Krieg because you guys go down in HP quicker
Yeah.
than most. So
although I have been working really hard on staying back, I do also have invisibility as a spell. So that's my last chance get out type of thing.
Okay. You know what? I would say just give it to Krieg since he does not have any way to heal himself. And then that way, if we have to last minute or like on the mend heal someone, at least it's one of us three. And he'll always have that in the back.
Sure.
Yeah. So you should get one greater, one superior, and then Mikil gets one greater, and then the rest of us get one of the regular healing fungi. I think that works out.
I rolled 2 6s on my potions, and that's 2 transformation. Super helpful.
What does that do that again?
It's the alter self spell,
Oh,
and it lasts 10 minutes.
okay. Never know.
You never know.
Nightshade looks at you guys. A little bit of a smirk. Anything else?
I look at Simena like, I'm good if you're good, so.
Yeah, like I really want the poison. I just don't know how I would ever get any intelligent being to drink it. So I really
Fifty
don't.
dragon.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's worth it for me. You can if you want to.
Would you like it? Good. See, it's just like old cold hands get the potion. There you go. And he quickly gets it. Drops you the poison.
Huh, my inventory is not working. What is going on?
Anything else?
I think we're good, thank you.
You are welcome. Stay safe.
Okay. Sorry, I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
That's fine. Alright, so you guys leave the Nightshade's Caress. You have one more place to explore. On the upper third level of the west.
Yep.
You want to go there?
Yeah.
Okay. So, you go there. This place is called the Overflowing Urn, so this is where to refill your lantern. And you notice this person.
Oh, lovely.
See this guy right
Hey,
here?
Mikil, he's got a rat.
The store rests atop another structure that is crumbling with age. So the building tilts a little slightly to the east. You see a man inside there selling flasks of oil for 5 shards each, and casks of pitch for 2 dragon each. He looks at you and says, "Oh, hello, hi, welcome to the Overflowing Iron."
Hi.
Hi. Oh, you got a lantern yourself. Look at that.
I do. I have 2.
Yes.
Do you
It's
have
all hunched over. Yes.
oil for a lantern of revealing? That word?
Sure. It's magical, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little more pricey. If you're looking for that, it's gonna be a 50 shard.
Okay.
Great.
And also a couple for this little itty bitty lantern.
Okay, that's 2 shard.
Great.
Okay.
Can I have 2
He sticks
of
both of
those?
his hands out.
Yeah, and I'll give him the
Okay,
money for
great,
it.
okay. Here you go. Okay. Here's the magical oil for you, and then the teeny one for you. There you go.
Cool.
You are
I
interesting.
like your rat. What's their name?
Oh, that's Luminous.
It's a great name for a rat.
Yeah, it goes with the lantern theme.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have any lanterns. I haven't seen no lanterns. How are you? Lanterns are great. I like lanterns.
You
Okay.
should get together with that hopeless dude downstairs.
I don't like him. He's crazy.
That's fair.
He's also depressed.
That too. I don't like. Lanterns are great. Oil's great. What else do you need?
If you only sell oil, then
Yeah.
I think we're good. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my god.
Great.
Next.
So handsome. Okay. All
All
right.
right, down to level 1.
Going on level 1, guys.
Yep.
Is there
All
anywhere
right.
else to go?
No, not yet. You don't want to visit the gemstone lady again? Okay.
We haven't gotten any gems, so no.
All right. Here we go. So you guys, I would say are over here probably, but you guys can move your characters. I'll just
So
let you
we're
have
over
them.
here.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Do we
I
want to
think so.
go here or here first?
I mean, I'm giving you control of Michael 4. There you go.
Is one of these places the downstairs for the keel hall?
I have to look. That is 26. No, it is not.
Okay. Good deal. Just wanted to check.
Yep, you're good. All right. So you're looking to go into this one, right?
Sure.
All right. So I think you will be happy because this is the Black Tankard.
Hey.
Hey.
As you go inside, you see the following. You see this gentleman at the bar. Would you think maybe Droon? He's a Durgar named Droon Stonedark. I know, isn't it great? So great. You
my
also see a couple Minotaur that are in the back. Looks like that they are patrolling the area. And you also notice something called a spectator that is floating inside. And I know I don't think you guys encountered a spectator yet, but I'll show you a better picture of them.
Thought we did. Maybe we didn't.
I don't know the spectator gazers you have, but I don't know about
Maybe
spectators.
one.
I thought they were
Maybe.
similar.
I think they are. Yeah, gazers are weaker definitely,
Yeah,
but
they are similar, but
maybe you did see one spectator. I'm trying to remember. But yeah, it's the Black Tankard, and you notice when you go inside, you see one story tavern is a fat Durgar named Droon Stonedark. He looks like he's pouring up some worm whiz. Want some worm whiz?
I'm good here.
Alright.
Here.
No funny business.
Of course not.
He just has a scowl just looking at all of you. Says nothing and looks at you.
We're looking for a dagger that got stolen.
He's focusing attention on him at the moment. He's ignoring you.
Nice.
I don't know anyone. Must be lying then.
I'm just passively watching, and I want to roll an insight check on that.
Okay.
Well, okay, 16 total.
16? Yeah, he's lying. He's holding back information.
But you said this guy is also a Durgar, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Droon is a Durgar, that's correct.
There's nothing on him that would identify him as being part of the Durgar clan. Not like the race, but like the group
Iron
that works
Eye.
together. Yeah, the Iron Eyes.
Nothing catches your eye
Hmm.
for what you see. Nothing crazy. Stays quiet, looks at you, perks an eyebrow. You think I'm worried? Your pretty boy should be worried. About perfect skin and sickens me.
He's talking about Jacob?
All those fit people thinking that they own the place. Pisses me the fuck off.
So is it my appearance that's bothering you?
Yes, it does. Okay. Just because you're handsome and you think you could do whatever you want.
Alright, I'm gonna change my appearance to look like Marvin.
Okay. He is surprised. That definitely screwed him up. Oh.
Just on the spot, like, okay.
Does this make you feel better?
Um,
Judging
little.
people by their appearance?
Sorry.
Thank you.
So anyway, about that dagger.
I told
Where
you I
is
know
it?
nothing about it.
You're lying.
You gonna get some liquor or are you gonna leave?
Do you have anything other than that worm piss?
Worm whiz. Everyone says worm piss. It's worm whiz.
It's the same difference.
No. I thought a lot about that name. I helped contribute to it. I thought, oh wow, worm whiz, WW. But people keep calling it piss. He just looks defeated. He's like, listen, if you're looking for something, it's probably not here. You should probably just go.
I mean, all you have to do is tell us where he is. Certainly can't be that hard.
Well, you said you can make it up to me. What are you going to give me?
That depends.
I don't have time for this. Tell me now, or I'm going to... What? How much are we talking?
Again, that depends.
I don't like you. Doesn't matter what
I
you change or
don't
look
care.
like. That's low. I'm thinking at least 1,000.
No.
So, I'm pretty sure my zombie was a bugbear, right? I'm pretty sure that's what the last
I
thing I
think.
took was. It was a. Well, I think I had a drow and a bugbear, but I think the drow was Michael 3. So I think I just have the. I really didn't think it would matter that much until I
know.
realized I could probably intimidate with it.
I will say it probably wouldn't play into effect of this situation if that makes you feel better. But you could still, if you want to try and intimidate him, persuade him, whatever you're trying to do, he is saying that 1,000 dragon would give you the information you're looking for of what you're looking to do. Up to you how you want to handle it. And keep in mind you have 2 Minotaur there and a spectator that is looking at all this right now.
Do they look like? Well, do the Minotaurs look like they're bodyguards? They're not just enjoying the place.
They look
Obviously
like
this-
they work as bodyguards. They look like that they're standing there, keeping an eye out.
Okay, yeah.
Same with the spectator. They're like he's floating and tongues out and the eyes looking at you guys,
Okay.
giving an eye out.
What was the Oh my goodness. Oh, what was the Mind Flayer's name again?
Ulquest?
Yeah.
Nihilor? Okay, Ulquest.
Yeah, Alquist. I remember Nihilor. I'll never forget
Okay.
Nihilor.
Good.
Alquist.
Yeah.
Nobody will forget.
No. Yes. Okay.
I'm
so-
just casually gonna ask him if he knows who Alquist is.
Ulquest?
hmm
Yeah, I know who he is.
I know he's a liaison between Skullport and the goblin and hobgoblin tribe to the
Mhm.
north.
Yeah, what of it?
Are you afraid of him and other mind flayers?
No.
Why is that?
Because they don't bother me. They don't come in here asking me questions and trying to get information out of me. Make intimidation.
Is that where you were going with that, Justin?
In the same direction.
Natural 20. So as you do that, he looks terrified. He looks like he probably is really afraid of mind flayers, knowing that what they can do instantly. He's like, please, don't. I can't be like the other ones, please. Don't. The Minotaurs and the Spectator are coming in closer, and Drew's like, no, they're my friends. We're good. We're good. They back off. Okay. Don't know much about him. He comes and drinks once in time. He did have a dagger in his hand. He talked about going to this cave near a big forest that's a couple levels south of here. Upstairs, I think. I don't know much, but I know he said it was like a lost level or something. Which I don't know what that means. But he said he was gonna check that out.
Like levels as in lower dungeon levels, and then
Lower
a lost
dungeon
level in
levels.
addition to that?
So he is explaining that from what the guy said, he said that there appears to be a lost level that is located in a cave near a big forest.
This is probably going to take us longer to get a hold of this than we thought.
Yeah, unfortunate. I think you're right.
I guess that means
Awesome.
we might have to go deal with Trissa sooner than later.
Please, I don't want to be in any trouble. I'm just trying to. He's a good client, and I don't want to lose him. And I didn't know who you were, but I had no idea you knew mind flayers and that they could do that to me. Please, I don't want that. I want that. please.
How often does he come visit your establishment?
Like every few days.
Do you know he plans to be in next?
I don't know. He just comes in whenever he wants to and leaves.
When was he in here last?
Yesterday.
Of course.
Well, I guess we can always come back in a couple days to see if we run into him. I doubt it'll take us less than a couple days to explore the next couple of levels, so at least we got what we came here for, and we'll put in a good word with Alquist to leave you alone. But he will be aware of you, so just be careful what you do.
What's this guy's name?
I'm gonna see if they actually. I don't think they actually provide it. No, he doesn't know.
Cool.
Doesn't know name. I had to double check, but no, he does not know. He just knows he's part of. He's a Durgar. He's part of Clan Iron Eye. Had the dagger. He comes in a lot. He doesn't ask for personal information like that. Just what he observed.
I mean, that works for me.
Yeah. You're welcome. Please leave. I'm deleting one of the question marks because it's just part of Gyad's distillery that you were there before. So.
Oz wants to put down enough money for like a couple drinks, even though he doesn't want any.
He leaves it untouched until you leave.
And Oz wants to change back into Jacob.
Okay, sounds good. Back into Jacob. All right. Okay, you guys have a few more places to look if you want to.
Well, I mean, I'd like to, but at the same time, now that we know where this guy is and that the Brazier is not going to be within this area, Zamina herself has kind of lost interest in Skullport.
A little bit, but for Strahd's sake, I feel like we still need to
Well,
touch
that
on
question.
everything.
Up to you guys.
Can we
Is there an accelerated course for this, Dan?
right? Yeah, I was like,
Because
go through and figure out what everyone does. And
Yeah,
I mean, what I'll do, like, just to reduce time, if you guys were to visit the stuff, I'm not going to do the heavy role playing. I'm just going to let you know the character, what they sell, what they do, and then if you guys want to do something, I'll just let it through.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Works for me.
Where? Here, let's go over here.
So in there. Okay. For that. Oh my gosh. So this is Thimblewine's pawn shop. You see a gnome there. Looks like this. A Cherry Rock gnome named Crystalline runs this shop.
So many fingers. So
She-
many fingers.
Uh oh.
No,
Oh
those
yeah.
are-
1, 2,
those
3,
are-
4, 5,
no.
6. Oh.
Her father had 12 of them.
Oh, so that's
So it's just
ended.
she's polydactyl, yeah.
Oh my god.
So
Oh, Lord.
she runs the shop. She's the niece of the pawn shop's previous owner, Thimblewine, who died of old age a few years ago. She buys reusable goods from visitors at a normal cost. If you're looking to buy a non-magical item, there's a 10% chance that she has it in stock.
Cool.
But from what you know, she's selling things at about 5 times the cost.
Damn.
So, yeah, so she is definitely gonna charge you a lot more because she can.
Yeah.
So that's her.
Cool. Q, nice. Q, moving on.
Okay. Isn't it
Yeah.
great? Man,
What was her name?
she has no legs.
Oh no.
She it is Crystalline, Krystalleen, and the last name.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Cool. Oh wait, that's just good. Okay.
That's good. Yep. He has a multi-level shop.
Yeah. So I go down or to the right?
Is by Craig, Dan, is this anything in the...
It's an area interest.
Oh, okay.
So that is Harold's Meat. This town square is littered with trash. Nearly all the buildings that surround it are abandoned. That's all that's there.
Okay. Huh?
Both of you are going to different ones. I love it. Okay. This is. It's okay, no worries. So over here, this is Skull Square. Empty buildings surround this square, which is festooned with iron gibbets dangling from wooden masts. No, nothing else crazy.
What's a gibbet?
I don't know.
It's. I'm pretty sure it's like a round metal attachment that's stuck into the wood,
Yep. All right.
or like rope and such.
Got a few more places to look at.
South.
Okay. Where? Oh, there. Okay. Is that okay? This is called the Sea Chest. This shop used to sell chests, strong boxes, and other containers, but the place is closed up. Its proprietor was a shield dwarf named Tor Greyfell. You see a poster of him on the door. This is kind of meta, but had his brain eaten by a mind flayer believed to be so large as to call port. That's what they mentioned.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's no longer there anymore.
Correction, a gibbet is actually a structure that you can hang people off of, or like Tyler said,
Oh,
those cages that hang where people are put in.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Especially in this place. All right. So yeah, there's a toy shop that's no more, and probably the guy died. You gonna go to the right?
Yeah.
All right. So you go here. This is the Flagon and the Dragon. From what you see here, is this person. Her. Her name, she's a female half-drow. Her name is Cal Al Cladani. She goes by Cal.
Nice name.
She always introduces herself by asking what's your poison. Kal-El took over the tavern after its previous owners fled. She sells 2 local beverages, a sherry called Amberjack, which we mentioned before, and Goat's Head Ale, which was also mentioned before. Yeah. She also, if you get friendly with her, she may share a secret with you.
Okay.
If you drop a few coins here. But depends on the secret. It depends how much.
Sure.
Okay, how much are you gonna give her?
What's her most expensive drink?
8 silver, 8 shard. That's for the Amberjack.
I will put down 16.
Alright. Alright, and can you give me a number between 1 to 18?
13.
13. Okay. Nestor's Fate. This is another secret. Hallister brought 7 apprentices with him to the Undermountain. One of them, Nestor, became a lich, using spells and methods of his own devising. But his process was flawed, and over time Nestor's phylactery and body disintegrated until only his floating skull and skeletal arms remained.
Oh.
Driven mad by his failure to achieve true lichdom, Nestor continues to haunt Undermountain in this weakened form.
Great.
Yeah, so she shares up with you. All right.
Cool.
Yep. And then the other 3 are down there, if you want to explore that.
Yeah.
So we'll start with the one on the left, if you want.
Okay.
This is actually a pretty interesting one. This is what she looks like.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Warning.
Yep.
That's
This
something.
is lovely Olive Stillwater. She is a sea hag.
Oh.
Sells human zombies out of this dilapidated shop. She appears as an old woman covered with snails' barnacles, among other things. She keeps dozens of human zombies in her cramped shop, and they say they're great for setting off traps, she says with a chuckle. If you want a zombie, she demands a tiny vial of the buyer's blood and 3 hairs plucked from the buyer's head.
Hell no.
She owns a pair of rusty iron shears that can be used to draw the blood and cut the hair. And then, yeah. Each zombie wears a rope noose around its neck. The character who buys a zombie must lead it around by the noose, otherwise the zombie stands still and does nothing.
Gross.
So if you want that, you can do that.
Hell
Okay.
no.
Not the growth.
Oz will not let any of them
Sure.
give up any of their blood or hair.
That area is an old slave market. The shops that surround this abandoned slave market appear vacant. You know that just further investigation shows that this is the only shop open for business in the slave market was the zombies, hence slave. Yep. And then the last one here is an old fish market. Closed shops and warehouses enclose an abandoned market dotted with empty fish stands. And there's a big sign that says, "Warning, Skull Island. Do not enter." And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
Okay. Good to know.
Yep. All right. Thank you to everyone who has been watching, whether you are a regular viewer or brand new. We hope you really enjoyed. There was a lot of information, a lot of shopping today, but you guys got through all of Skullport. So, great job.
Thank God.
If you guys like what you saw, please follow us on YouTube. We have all of our old videos there too, in case you want to watch our old campaign, the first campaign, to kind of see how our players developed. And then also we have all of our previous videos of Dungeon of the Mad Mage, in case you want to watch that and get into the story. But we love you very much. Thank you so much. And remember, this is Roll Or.
Roleplay.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for watching and supporting. We love you all.